Hey, it's the Bennington Show on a Wednesday. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Gail Bennington.
Yo.
And I am Ron Bennington. Started off with a little credence.
It was for the Queen. The Queen had requested, because it would be her dad's birthday today, and he loved CCR.
Oh, well. She had a dad with some decent taste.
Yeah.
Unlike Chris Stanley. What was your dad's favorite band?
Moody Blues.
Oh.
Don't know. I just looked at those album covers a lot, though.
Nights in white satin.
Man, it's strange taste.
No, they were a very big band, Chris. Don't kid yourself.
Can I have a pen, please?
You need a pen? Sure.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a Wednesday before the Super Bowl that it seems like has just been swamped by Trump news. Normally this time of the year we're saying, how come so much, how come there's so much Super Bowl hype? None this year.
We don't have the time.
The only stuff that they're asking at the Super Bowl is who people voted for. And,
how are you associated with Trump?
Yeah, they just won't drop that gimmick. Just like a little, just an occasional break from it,
Julio Jones.
Go ahead, Chris. What are you screaming?
Julio Jones. Who'd you vote for?
Okay. We'll be running our special on Friday, and then perhaps the weekend. 43 comedians make their pick for the Super Bowl. We were in a meeting with Don yesterday. Chris didn't even bring it up with him. That's how busy we are. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much stuff happening. And big calls yesterday from Austin, Texas. Heard you guys are interested in Moon Tower.
La-dee-da. Stuff is happening.
Could it be the possibility of us taking Comedy 101 on the road to Austin, Texas?
I would love that. We are like a bunch of busy bees.
We're very busy, and I said this. I'd also like to get meetings with Mr. Robert Rodriguez, Mr. Richard Linklater, and start talking about a great Austin film starring all of us.
I think that would be great. A working lunch, perhaps?
Okay, let's call it a working lunch at one of their famous trucks. But that would be cool if we, went down to Austin and did 101 there. Be a lot of fun.
Austin is one of my bucket list cities that I've never been, and I think I'm going to love it.
You're a little young for a bucket list, my friend.
Well, you never know.
A bucket list is supposed to be for the elders, or if you go by the movie, and Who Does It with Jack and Morgan, their little bucket list. But we got to start and get ourselves in Super Bowl mode. We need a perfect bonsai ball. We've got this 43 comics picking. That's a big, big deal. Let's try to get America, a break again. Let's just get America a break again, just for Sunday only.
We just deserve this one day.
Yeah.
Just to feel normal again.
You know what? A lot of the writing has been, how they said that the vast majority of Americans are against the Patriots because of the president being buddies with the quarterback and at least admires with the coach. And I'm like, we got to push that. You can't. It's just a ball game's a ball game.
We can't think about stuff like that.
Yeah,
we're going to give
a day.
Just one day.
Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. And here's another thing. Have you noticed that no talk this year about the Super Bowl commercials? No one is saying remember we had a lot of leaked commercials and people talking about it. It just seems like we're a one news story in this country right now.
I have heard just one small story that someone is doing a live Super Bowl commercial, and that's it.
Who was it? One of the insurance companies?
I think it's Snickers. Snickers is doing it with Adam Driver.
Why is Snickers selling insurance? That's what I don't understand. I mean, yes, it is nice insurance if you keep one in your pocket in case you turn into a famous woman. That's always the thing.
That's the worst thing to be.
When I get hungry, I start bitching like a woman. Snickers. Snickers, you're not some old hag, nagging old hag. Snickers. I, for one, am going to enjoy the Super Bowl. Maybe our last. Let's enjoy 51.
Let us not once utter the name Trump during the Super Bowl. Do you think we can do it?
Sure. I think I can. I'm sure he'll be all over the Super Bowl somehow, though.
Just like have to.
Oh man, I forgot that. A lot of times they do the stupid interview with the president before. I couldn't stand it through the Obama years. Like, I don't care about all this stuff. One day Super Bowl. I want to have a super restful day. Okay, I'm gonna need some super snacks, some super beverages. I like to put in some super bets. Someone wrote to us. Forget what they wrote, but I thought they had the line completely wrong. Now, the favorites are the Pats, right?
Yes, Pats -3.
Somebody wrote, take the Pats to 3. Look, there's the Queen and his dad in the Navy.
Aw. How sweet. They look alike.
Yeah, well, they both dress like sailors. There's no doubt about that.
I mean, yeah. The fashion sense is mostly what I'm talking about.
I just found this out. Trump is doing halftime.
Oh, come on.
How is that going to be?
Gaga got bumped?
Yeah, she got bumped, and Trump is just going to dance to my way again.
That sounds kind of
But
fun.
maybe that'll be like her super secret guest. You know how like a lot of times there's
I'll go
like
fucking crazy.
And then,
I'll go crazy if Trump comes walking out there. Brian in Georgia.
Ronnie, how's it going, buddy?
Hello, buddy.
Great. So it's funny you're talking about Gaga. It's just what I was thinking was she's pretty liberal, pretty outspoken. I doubt she's going to keep politics out of her halftime show. You think the NFL is going to try to ban that, or
I could care. Seriously. First of all, it does no good to speak out. We've realized that. Second, anything to break up Poker Face.
Poker Face.
Oh, she does that 3 times in a row.
What was her other big hit besides Poker Face?
Let's see. Jen, you probably know, like some Telephone was one of them. I liked that one.
What's that? How's that one go? Hey,
Beyonce.
telephone line. What was her other big hit? What was Telephone all about?
It was with Beyonce.
Yeah, that's
And they
why
did
I
a
know that
cool
one.
music
I
video.
don't know it. Can anyone even hum it? How can you have hits that people can't just sing?
It's like, I'm not going to reach my telephone.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I never heard that before in my life. Not going to use my telephone. All right, so it's going to be a big deal for everybody. Might as well enjoy it.
Hope she zip lines from the roof of the stadium like she wants to.
Oh, she's got that Judah song. Judah, that's all I think of
Oh
when
yeah,
I
it's
hear.
about Judah Freelander.
Exactly.
You're wearing your hat. Andrew in Jersey.
Hey, Benningtons. I actually saw one of the Super Bowl commercials today. It was Melissa McCarthy. It was for a hybrid car, and she was kind of doing like a Greenpeace thing, traveling around, saving the whales, and then she'd be in a car. She was up at the polar ice caps, and then she'd be in a car.
First of all, this sounds amazing, and I already picked my favorite Super Bowl commercial. Then
That's it.
it's going to be Melissa McCarthy saving whales in a hybrid car. All right.
It was pretty funny. I didn't have the sound on, actually. I was just like doing stuff around the house.
You don't need the sound with her. She's a physical comedian. She's very, very funny. We were just talking about Bridesmaids yesterday, and I don't know if I knew her before that movie, but I thought she was the funniest fucking thing on 2 legs when I saw that movie.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I really became aware of her. But yeah,
because
she
we
was
didn't
like,
watch Gilmore Girls. She was on Gilmore Girls.
she was a Gilmore Girl?
I mean, she wasn't a Gilmore Girl. She was a Gilmore neighbor. Vita, you look like you know.
She was Sookie, the chef that Lorelai worked with at the Dragonfly Inn.
He knows every show.
He's seen every
Seriously,
show.
I don't need a TV guy. I got this guy. He'll just sit there and run off whatever happened. Was she good on that? Was she?
And she was great. And she even did a big appearance on the new revival on Netflix. Everybody's really pumped about it.
I didn't know there was a revival.
Oh, dude, it was
First of all, I
a huge
didn't know
deal.
it
We
was
got
off the
4
air yet.
mini movies. Each
Just
episode
talk
of the
over me.
season. We were all really excited about Gilmore Girls.
He can't hear.
He doesn't have his headphones.
He can't hear
She's
that.
got the headphones.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. He's a big TV fan. He loves his television.
He loves TV.
It's moving pictures. That's what he loves about it. The pictures move.
And I like that he doesn't judge. He watches good TV, bad TV, everything in between.
I've never heard him bring up a good show ever.
See,
The other day,
He just likes hour-long dramas. It's very
The other day he was crying about Firefly, saying it was the best and they ought to bring it back. Like, I haven't seen it. You know what I haven't seen yet?
What's that?
I still haven't seen The Wire.
I've never watched The Wire either.
Never watched a minute of The Wire.
My boyfriend was a fan of The Wire at the time.
Yeah.
And he's always trying to get The Wire started.
Yeah, but it's not on Netflix, right?
I don't.
No, I know that it's not because I put in Wire all the time just to see if I can have just a getaway weekend where it's me and The Wire. Chris, I finally saw the play that you talked about, 7 years ago when it came out?
Oh, Book of Mormon?
Book of Mormon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I just like it.
Well, first of all, this is funny. So it's been like 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Packed. And people yelling in there like it was opening night. And I'm like, I feel kind of late to be going crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like there was, just like Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
That's the only hummable thing that I could take out of it. I can't believe it's a mainstream hit because it's so fucking edgy.
Is it?
Yeah, religious jokes, AIDS jokes. I mean, it's Matt and Trey the whole way through.
Yeah,
like, it's not like, they went over and like you could have easily pictured this as one of their cartoons.
Right.
Easily.
It could be a South Park episode.
But it's not their cartoon audience there. It's the fucking middle-aged, Broadway. I was like literally, I wasn't so much shocked at the humor because I know the humor. I was just shocked how much people were fucking enjoying that humor of all this shit that people act like you can't do anything. People are so PC. You know what I mean? And there's the Jesus, he's all lit up and the shit jokes all over the place. And
it was a sold out show. And
sold out every fucking seat. This deep into it.
Man, that's a huge run they've been having with that show.
It's unbelievable.
Because it has been like sold out shows now for years and years. I mean, like there was so much hype. I've got to go see it because I'm always in that thing where I'm like,
you're too late. I mean, you know what I mean? There's nothing, you don't need to see it. It's 7 years now. The movie's got to come out in a couple days. I was shocked about how people are still into it. Cause like, we were just talking about Lady Gaga making fun of the fact that she probably hasn't been around 7 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that already feels like spent. And they were fucking going crazy for this thing.
I wonder, do you think it was the regular tourist going to see a Broadway play audience?
Yes, 100%. And look, I mean, I don't know how people are like, hey, Africans aren't that stupid. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't 1910 Africans. It's 2017. Africans have fucking TV sets. It was fucking really, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. All right. Captain says, please, please, please come on down to Texas, y'all, with that Comedy 101. Yeah. That'd be cool. All right. A lot of people want to see us come down to Texas.
I want to be deep in the heart of Texas.
If Comedy 101 ever comes anywhere in the Midwest, wild horses couldn't keep me away. I don't think wild horses could keep anybody away. And what are they going to do? They can't organize themselves. They're wild.
Or is it just that you just look out and you're just like, no way, there are wild horses out there? Because they're not physically keeping you away. You're just like the thought. I can't go over there.
They're wild.
It should be like wild dogs or something. That makes more sense.
Here's Carissa. Carissa, you're on Bennington.
Hey, Benningtons. Good morning. Hey, I saw a halftime commercial that was leaked. It was an Anheuser-Busch halftime commercial. It seemed to be pretty pro-immigrant. It showed Augie Busch, or the original Bush, coming from Germany because he wanted to brew beer and all the things he had to go through to get here.
So you think these things are going to be political this year? Is that the angle? Is that the shock angle?
I mean, it's going to be hard not to be political in January 2017.
I would like to just see the Budweiser. First of all, it's not even an American company anymore. So
no, it's not.
So they got to be careful. But just to have those Budweiser horses stampeding over immigrants trying to get into country.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know that was
And it
probably
just says
pitched.
protect our borders.
Walt Clydesdale.
That's classic.
Yeah, I think I'd love to be on Madison Avenue and really come up with some big things. Well. Never thought we'd hear from this guy, Hard Rock Johnny.
Yeah.
Wild Clydesdales will keep the immigrants away would be a great start for a commercial.
Seriously, you know the business, Johnny. I mean, you're a marketing genius, branding genius.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy who decided to put a Hard Rock sign up in front of every Hard Rock, and that's why people know where it is.
That was a great idea.
Yeah.
And hang famous pants.
Those pants are amazing. I mean, it's unbelievable. You just go over there. I pick a rock star. Okay.
Prince.
His pants are there.
What?
Small.
Yeah.
Very small.
Tiny pants. He had a size 24 waist. I mean, he was little.
One of the smallest pants in our collection.
I like when you call it a pant,
Me
when it's
too.
a single pant.
We only have one.
Johnny, you got a big bet on the Super Bowl, right?
I do. I don't know for what and how much, but I'd like to just start to increase it as well. Do some prop bets or something.
Plug me in, Gail.
I absolutely will.
You know, my phone went out yesterday.
I know. And you didn't have a charger or a backup charger.
When you,
That's terrible.
When you somehow got yourself into my dinner last night.
I did, yeah. I weaseled my way into a date night.
Yes, it was a date night.
And I was the third wheel.
And then I
Awkward.
had to say to the waitress, thank you for accommodating us. We did not expect this many people. I just wrote a big play. So. Johnny, who are you picking in this? Does it matter to you, or you just let...
I'm picking the Falcons.
You love your
I'm
Falcons.
a Falcon guy for this game. I pick the Falcons. I think that while Bill Belichick is a genius...
Evil genius.
He's not that evil. He's just weird. I think that he will...
He was behind the Holocaust. That's evil.
That's pretty fucking evil, then. I forgot about that. I just don't know if, he tries to take away the best players. They have a couple, three really good offensive players and a really good quarterback. So, it's going to be tough.
No, man, I don't know if I watched them all season, but I watched them in the playoffs. And that's a well-oiled machine there. And, it's fun just to talk football, right? Not to talk about... All right, wait. This just came in. President Trump said the police will be out tonight to break up interracial marriages.
What?
They will take away the children and keep them in camps. Anyway, let's get back to the game. No, let's get back to the game. It's about the game right now. Now, it's really a matter... We'll know very quickly whether Julio Jones is shut down by Belichick's evil geniusness, or he gets to run free.
It's gonna. I cannot.
Chris, I hate to interrupt you there.
Oh, okay.
They're coming for the autistic children.
Oh, God.
According
Oh
to
my
this.
God, no!
Donald Trump says he's taking them away.
We can't stand for this, guys.
Wait, let's just get back to the game. The game is what it's
No,
about
we
right
need
now.
to organize.
Shh. We're going to organize some great snacks, and we're going to organize where everyone's going to sit. Because I don't like people getting up and moving around. I like everyone in their assigned Super Bowl seats.
The worst.
How quickly before we know what kind of game we got, Johnny?
I think before the first quarter is done, you'll have a pretty good read on what's happening.
I agree with Johnny on that. Matter of fact, I say this though: before the fourth quarter is done, we're going to be we'll know whether we got a good game or a bad game.
Write that down.
Definitely by that.
Johnny, is the Hard Rock running any commercials this year?
No, we are not. We're going to not this year. We're passing. This will be the first year without a $8 billion commercial.
Yeah, I love the Hard Rock commercials every Super Bowl. Those are always my favorite. Always just some big-titted girl, and she's like, "Let's go see pants." And there's and then it's that quick thing with Black Girl when he goes, "What's your vibe?" It always ends up with, "What's your vibe?" Hard Rock.
I always think it's a nice touch when the big-titted girl puts them on the glass right against the Prince pan.
I just saw this pop up. This is on Fox News. Now American families are limited to one child with an automatic abortion on any female fetuses.
What? No!
Anyway.
You have to pay for the abortion by yourself, by the way. Your insurance won't cover it.
Now, Johnny, I'm going to ask you this.
No, we can't talk about anything else.
Please, Gail. Please. Let's talk. Can I have 5 minutes of sports time?
Forced abortions, though.
Huh? Forced abortions, you're pro-choice, so that's perfect.
That's no choice.
Oh, yeah, I guess not. All right. Anyway, some other time. Now, Johnny.
Yes.
Wait, I really did forget what I was going to ask you. Oh.
Probably about football.
Yeah. Let's suppose Patriots win this game. Is Brady the GOAT, the greatest of all time?
It's hard to say no, but at the same time, his overall record is not that tremendous in the Super Bowl.
5-2. First of all, getting there. It means you won 7 of, American championships. No one else has come close to that. Not even close.
I guess you'd have to say it.
He's got to be the greatest of all time.
Without a doubt. It's easy at this point. If he wins, it's easy to say he's the greatest of all time. 5-2 with 7 different teams.
Well, they're not 7 different teams. He played with one team, the Patriots. If he played at 7 different teams, I'd be going out of my fucking mind right now. I'd be running down the street going, we're watching the greatest of all time.
He gives every team a little taste every year.
Did you not know he's been with the Patriots all these years, Chris?
What happened?
You know what? That's it. I'm getting you a Sports Illustrated sent to your home.
Wow.
Just one. I'm not going to, do that every week. It starts to cost me a little bit of that paper.
Them coins.
So, Johnny, what are you eating for the Super Bowl? I want to get to the bottom of that.
We will be having, I will be making sushi, which is my Super Bowl tradition for some odd reason.
Interesting.
That is odd. That's an odd sushi.
I don't know why. Every year I waste a ton of money on making fresh sushi, and it's awesome. And then
you don't get worried that you yourself are not skilled enough to make sushi, and you're going to sicken your family?
No, I'm definitely skilled enough.
What do you make? What kind of sushi?
I make all kinds. I do, so I'll do like some of your traditional California rolls. I'll do some shrimp tempura rolls.
I don't even know what those are.
Yeah, I know. But then I'll get into doing I do some very random odd rolls. I did a cheesesteak roll one year.
All right, so you're not doing raw fish.
Oh no, I do plenty of raw fish. I'll buy some ahi and do some fresh ahi. I'll do some fluke if it looks good.
All right, put out some pictures of this. I want to see pictures.
I could send them at this moment. I have
Please
them.
Yes, send it right now. And we're going to do the bonsai contest again this year. And we have a collectible one-in-a-lifetime ball that we're going to be giving out.
Really?
One in a lifetime. All you've got to do is, and what do? We put it on the iBank, Chris?
It's on the iBank.
It's on the iBank?
It'll be on the iBank. And then when these are the rules for the bonsai contest.
Just tell us how you win, though.
You tweet #bonsai to @Bennington Show on Twitter.
Okay, so it's not on the iBank. I was wondering if we go to the iBank to play the game.
No, you go on Twitter, you tweet #bonsai @Bennington Show.
And
why did you tell me it was Pitts on the iBank?
The rules are on the iBank.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the rules. Stop right now with the rules. I just want to know how you can win.
You tweet #bonsai @Bennington Show on Twitter.
I thought this because when I was a kid and I played for the Chichester Crusaders, 65, 75, 95, 115s. I thought that when there was an interception, we yelled out bonsai, but was found out later it was actually Geronimo. So for some reason, I made up the term bonsai.
That's where that comes from?
Yeah, that's where it comes from because the interception, which I believe only happened in practice. I can't recall a game where we ever intercepted a ball because when you're a little kid like that, you only throw a few passes a game and they're always incompletes. They're always stupid. But so I thought we yelled bonsai. But then I was like, oh, wait, that's stupid. We yelled out Geronimo, but we'd already been playing the game for a long time. So I didn't want to change it. And plus, Geronimo's too much to type.
Yeah. Now so spell bonsai the way it should be spelled in the hashtag.
BANZAI. Bonsai.
It's not O? It's not B-O?
Yeah.
We have this BANZAI.
I know, but I'm just saying to you now, it's not O.
I mean, I know, like
bonsai.
Bonsai, the tree is definitely with an O and an S. I'm just throwing that out there. But I don't think this.
I've been told this. The rules are not on the iBang. There is nothing on the iBang. Nothing. Zero. This has nothing to do with the iBang.
Got it. Never mind then. So it's just tweeting at hashtag bonsai.
What about the pigs?
Bennington Show on Twitter.
The rules are in his head.
All right. So, but it's definitely BANZAI. Hashtag BANZAI. And you also have to include at Bennington Show.
Yes.
I've been told this. The O is in the tree bonsai.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
This is the bonsai that I believe Japanese soldiers would yell before they put a bayonet in your chest.
Right. Okay, good.
And that's what you need to tweet at Bennington Show.
Andrew McGee has a nice picture of the Longhorn Network and says, I want to see Bennington Show, Gail Ann, and at the iBang in Austin. Well, first of all, as you know, I'm a longtime Longhorn fan. That is my favorite football team. And I throw out the devil horns, and I say hook 'em horns all the time.
You do say that. I didn't know why, but now I get it.
Yeah, that's why I say it. It's a long horn, you know? Long horn.
Hook them. Hook them horns.
Yeah, and I want them to be hooked. If you want to see a picture of me, go to the iBang, and I'm doing the hook 'em horns. It's all up there. All the information is there. It's there. Chris, how did you make it to executive producer?
Good question, Ron. Good question.
That's right. Earl died. And now he's in rock and roll heaven. If there's a rock and roll heaven, Earl is doing the vibe. Speaking of heaven, we had a email sent to us yesterday I thought would be amusing. I don't have it in front of me, though, but I guess it's up on the iBang if you like to read it there.
No, it's not.
This email is up on the iBang. Some people believe in the soul. Many people believe in the afterlife. So what does the soul look like? Does the soul have clothing? Do we imagine that the soul has clothing because of our human modesty? Why wouldn't the soul be naked? Why wouldn't it look like the genie from Aladdin? Or why wouldn't it look like just a mass of energy? All right. Some people believe in the soul. I've always believed in the funk. That's what I believe that happens. I believe your funk goes to heaven after you die. Okay? In a very, very P-funk kind of way. I'm going to ask Johnny this first. Johnny, what does the soul look like?
I would think it would be like some sort of gaseous thing.
Like a fart. You're thinking it looks like a heavenly
soul fart. Yeah, pretty much soul fart.
All right. Gail, what about you?
I would say similar, but I have always imagined it to look like a nebula.
That's weird.
So, yes, kind of dust and kind of gas and matter, but colorful and glowing. And
so how does it talk?
It doesn't need to talk.
Piss Stanley.
It's mostly a torso.
Mostly a torso.
Wait, hold on.
And there's a head. Yeah. But it kind of looks like you, but just very vague features.
You're saying Casper. He has just described Casper.
But what's the bottom like? It just kind of tapers off like a long T-shirt.
Exactly.
That is a ghost that you've described.
Yeah, you just described Casper.
All right, I know this for a fact. The soul is, as you know, the meat of the body.
Sure.
Rots away. So the soul is simply a glowing skeleton that walks around like, and then the soul will go like this. Damn bubbles, damn bubbles. That's all it is. Let's go to the big dope, Vito, and see what he thinks the soul is. Don't take off her headphones, you idiot. What's the soul look like?
Can you just have a speaker in there?
I think the soul looks like your best version of yourself. Because if you're a soul, you can look whatever you want.
So it's solid.
It's like one of those ones you put your hand through, so it's like a faded away thing, but it's your best version of you.
Hold on, one of those things that you put your hands through, a faded away thing.
Like a typical, like in Christmas Carol, where it's like, whoa, like you.
So you're saying the soul is a ghost?
Yeah, the soul is a ghost.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Chris and Vito both think the soul is the ghost part
I've
of you.
never thought that the soul was a ghost.
Yeah, that's like
I think when I see a ghost, that the soul is in some kind of sleeping mode.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, that would mean at all times. Like, you would say, like, if you think of your soul being inside you, then all the time you just have like a weird ghost who's just waiting to come out and be a ghost. That's kind of weird.
That's odd.
I also like that Vito said that it's your best version of yourself because he just wants to be when he dropped all that weight. Nope. He's just like, I don't want to be walking around my current self.
Look, right, Captain D said, you just broke a poor Aggie's heart, Ronnie B. Well, then you got to get the Aggies to put up some kind of their TV network welcoming us to Austin. Even Stanley's ghosts are sent to her, said the mass listener. Mass listener's fucking hilarious. Hicks being a shitty producer is like an 8-year-old bit. That's true. It goes all the way back to the Obama years. Except for it's not a bit. I mean, he's just a really bad producer. Fesby says, pick a word that we can fucking spell. Well, when it comes to bonsai, that's part of the fun.
Yeah, you got to know how to spell it. And that's why I made it clear to everyone. You got to make sure you're spelling it right.
Is that A? B-A-N-Z-A-I.
You don't want to be spelling a tiny tree. That's not going to get you any prize.
All right, Johnny.
Benningtons, have a wonderful day.
Talk to you later, my friend. Keep the vibe going strong, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Rock hard. Rock hard and rock off. Later. Peace.
Keep that gaseous soul going.
He's just gaseous. He doesn't have a soul. Who's the kid who ran through the wall that time?
Oh, I believe his name was Nathan.
No, it's not Nathan. Daniel, I think his name is. I'm not sure what his name is. But he's going to have the bypass thing. Daniel Aarons, I believe his name is. And I wanted to get him together with Johnny because he was nervous about it. I saw him the other night.
So this is the staple procedure?
I don't think they staple anymore. I think it's a sleeve or something.
It's a band.
They change all the time with this. But he was nervous. But he's a big guy.
He is a big fella.
It's not. So I said, my friend had this done. He's kept his weight off for years, and he was like, "Oh my God, really? I need to hear success stories." So I wouldn't mind getting him and Johnny together. Maybe Johnny could mentor him.
Oh, that would be great. He
said for 3 months, he's just going to be doing shakes. There won't be any solid foods.
Yeah, because isn't a big part of it just it's physically uncomfortable to eat? Like you get full from nothing.
When I was with Billy Staples back in the Staples day, he would eat and throw up all the time.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
And I saw him, he came down to visit me when I was living in D.C., and he was in another car in front of me, and we went to a diner, and he ordered catfish at a diner. Catfish. And he's like, what's the catfish like here? I go, what do you think? It's a diner. You're going to get a fucking grilled cheese, a burger, or breakfast. I've never gone to the fresh seafood.
No.
He eats a bunch of catfish. I'm behind him in the car. I see the car fucking swerving back and forth and then pull off the road, and he's out barfing next to the highway.
Oh, God.
But he was throwing up in somebody's car.
Oh, my God.
And that made me fucking laugh my ass off.
You're going to pop a staple like that.
He has popped staples before. I haven't talked to him in years. I don't even know how he's doing. JT, Florida.
Hey, Ronnie. Thank you.
Buddy.
Hey.
Hey, the soul looks like Dr. Manhattan on the Watchers.
Blue?
Watchmen. Dr. Manhattan.
Yes, it's blue.
Hairless?
Yes, blue, and it has a symbol of an atom.
Okay. Thanks, JT.
And
no. I was already dumb enough. John, what's up?
Hey, how y'all doing?
So good.
Is this contest a Southern Jazz Banzai?
Banzai, y'all. I'll tell you this. If Hot Atlanta wins this, you know what I mean? Dirty South's going to be going crazy. It's going to be going crazy.
We're bringing the Dirty Bird back. That was the Falcons, right? The Dirty Bird?
Yes.
Loved that time.
Joey, New Rochelle.
Hey, what's up, Ron?
Hey, buddy.
As a TV aficionado, as I consider you, how have you not seen The Wire? That's
well, first of all, I've never considered myself a TV aficionado. I catch very little TV. I right now, the only thing that I'm watching on TV is baskets. I don't have another show.
I have not.
I don't have another show going on right now.
Yeah, and like there was a time we were so busy with all the shows we were watching, and I've had no time. And now I'm in the same boat. I'm just watching baskets, just as it comes up.
Yeah.
But there was like a time where it was like I felt like overwhelmed. There was like 7 shows going on at once.
Always it's Sunday nights. That's why you get overwhelmed. It's Sunday nights. But I do an impression of Martha from Baskets.
You do?
Yeah.
Let's hear.
Hey, Mrs. Baskets.
That's not good.
Ouch. That really hurt. You know, when I try to sit and tell everybody else that they're doing good at their stuff, I'm always telling Chris, you're a good commercial.
You too.
You're a good producer.
Thank you.
Is this going to be the bonsai ball right here?
Yes, it is. That's it.
Normally it's just the one part of it.
But yeah, that was yeah. It's like
you got it a little cheaper for being.
No, it wasn't cheap at all.
For being a bad ball. What I could do in here is, you have to be ready. You played football, right?
Yes.
What position?
D tackle.
Can I just tell you something? Do a quick drill. Fumble. It's on the ground. What are you doing, Vito?
Come on.
It's just laying there.
Oh my God, this is not good.
That's already run back, dude.
That's
good. Fucking 6.
Oh my
All
God.
right, Vito.
Yeah.
That actually looked good.
That was great.
You smothered the ball. You always play D tackle. Let's see you get down, though. Let's see how you would get down.
Let's see.
Pull his pants up.
That's really bad balance. I gotta tell you. Just look at this. I could just go and that's bad balance.
That's not good.
That's bad balance, buddy. First of all, you should be on a knuckle, not your whole palm like that, too. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Sit down. Sit down. You're all blown up.
Take a seat.
Shit.
Vito, who you picking? If you live to the Super Bowl. You can't be in your early 20s.
Oh my God.
and not be able to run 5 feet.
I'm picking the Falcons. 28.
Say it before you pass out.
14.
Wow, that's a terrible game. Who's your intern today?
Connor.
I like to see Connor block you, pass blocking. Just Connor's down. No, we're not doing that. I would never put Connor through that.
I was really going to enjoy making fun of him, and then I just remembered that I collapsed after running up 3 flights of stairs yesterday.
It was like that Friday Night Lights where you saw the big guy get all fucking hazy and go down and everybody worried.
I put my arms out as though there was something I could do.
Yeah, that would have been a mistake.
I don't know if I'll be able to catch you.
That would have been a joke. So this is going to be the bonsai ball.
There it is.
Bonsai.
All right, people are saying The Wire is on Amazon Prime and HBO On Demand.
You have Prime.
Yeah, but I didn't sign up for it yet.
I'm going to set you up. I'm gonna have
Come over and set up Grandma with the Amazon Prime. Go ahead. Put it on there. I'd like to see the Amazon Prime. My kids come over and they put the Amazon Prime on for me. I get all the Prime shoes. Audrey in D.C.
Hi, Ron.
Hey.
Is anybody watching Taboo? And if so, do you need subtitles for this fucking show? Because half the characters, I can't understand a word they're saying.
I watched, it's an hour show. I watched the first 45 minutes.
And then, you dipped out after that, or you...
Yeah, I think I dipped out. That's what I did. I took a dip and I got out of there. And then I went and just watched Tom Hardy play 2 characters on Legend.
Nice.
I felt comfortable with that as he was kicking people to death.
I went to start Taboo and fell asleep immediately like during the opening credits. Yeah. I don't know why, but I was just like, and I felt myself going, no, don't do that. But I just like couldn't keep awake.
Is it taboo because he's with his own sister? Is that why it's called taboo?
I think it's taboo because it's so dark and slow. It's like, this is what you want to avoid when you watch nighttime television. You know, there's nothing exciting. There's nothing intriguing, and I've got to turn the volume up to 90 to catch what people are saying.
Yeah, well, they speak in that weird language, English. Ye old English. I can't stand that.
Ye old.
All right, Audrey, good to talk to you, darling.
All right, bye-bye.
Peace. Here's David. It just says David and Okie. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man. Love you guys.
Hey.
I'm like you, Ron. I just get kind of fixed in on a show or two, but I was going to give you a recommendation, and it's called The Young Pope on HBO.
Watch the first 45 minutes of it.
Dipped out?
Dipped out. Dipped out. It's like, this is not going to be my show. Not going to be my show.
Good.
I got a new show. It starts Sunday. It's called The Super Bowl. I'm going to watch that.
That sounds good.
And recently on the NFL Network, I've been watching all the Super Bowls leading up to it, where they just play the highlights. You can see the whole Super Bowl in a half hour, which is the way I wish this Super Bowl would play. So I could just watch it all in a half hour. Here's Adam. Adam, what's up?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
My new favorite show is The Mick on Fox. I actually laughed out loud for the first time in a while.
I think I've seen the first 3 episodes, and I forgot that it was on TV. The 2 shows that I forgot that I was watching were The Mick and The Good Place, comedy-wise.
I have not seen either one of those. There's another one that I tried to start just recently because somebody oh, you know what it was? It was like, there's a Lemony Snicket show.
Yeah,
and I was like
15
minutes into it. And I was like, no, this is actually for children. Like, I thought it was like, oh, it's kind of a children's book, but it's dark.
Wasn't Jim Carrey Lemony Snicket?
Yeah, but not now. Like, that was the movie, I think. That now there's like
it's not confusing. They've always done that with movies.
I mean,
like the movie MASH didn't go on TV. They had all new characters.
Is the show like Harry Potter? Is it magical?
Like, it's I don't know. It seems like it's weird.
First of all, there was magic
stuff
before Harry Potter. Matter of fact, I think Lemony Snicket's came out before Harry Potter movies.
J.K. Rowling invented magic.
People feel that way now. Like, she's the only one who knows how to do it. It's a nice ball, but I don't like this part of it. It's too much. Take it back. It bores me.
Take it away, it bores me.
Let's go over here to Lewis, California. Yeah.
Hey, I know I'm a little bit behind the times, but I mean, even with stuff out here like Netflix, I mean, I'm just now getting into Westworld, which is my new jam.
First of all, Westworld isn't on Netflix, is it?
No.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It's Hulu. No, you're wrong. I'm wrong. It's, Amazon Prime.
No.
It's HBO, right?
It's HBO Go, if you were watching, or HBO On Demand.
Okay, my bad.
He's got all the services.
You were wrong 3 times.
Over here, guys.
Way behind the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we also, we talked about Westworld. I didn't like the ending of it. And it's not going to be back on again for over a year. It's coming back in 2019, which I don't even think we're going to have an Earth then. I don't want to scare anyone, but I think the Earth is going to be gone by then. I can't see it going on anymore.
It does feel like these are the end times.
Whatever. We had a good run.
I know.
This was a good run for a planet, It
just like feels a little bit bad ending on our watch, but What are you going to do?
Hey, I just saw this come in from the President of the United States, Donald Trump. He says he knows that there's been a lot of controversy and it feels like it's divided nation, but he promises to bring us all together with the Night of the Long Knives.
What?
Oh, that's very nice.
No.
I'll be looking forward to that.
Now I can't focus on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Seems too purgy.
Rob, California.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
So goddamn good, Rob. Just found out about the Night of the Long Knives.
Santa Clarita Diet starts this weekend on Netflix with Drew Barrymore. She's like a zombie.
I'm kind of done with zombies. You know?
Oh yeah, I never really got into them.
Well,
there was like a whole zombie phase, and I didn't.
That comedy one I got into, Shaun of the Dead, I thought was hilarious.
Oh yeah, like but that was like kind of mocking the genre. So I think.
I don't think so. I thought it was just a way of saying this is the best zombie movie that ever happened. I also like Zombieland, if I'm going to be totally honest.
Yeah, that was a good one. But I mean, again, those are like zombie comedies as opposed to...
They're all comedies. You're supposed
you
to
just
laugh.
have to find... You have to find the comedy in it.
Do you watch horror?
I am not a fan of horror.
Chris Daniels?
I watch horror movies, but I'm not a fan of them. But I watch them.
You watch a ton of horror movies.
Yeah, all right, fucking.
Yeah, like, just say you are. There's nothing wrong with it.
Why would you be afraid to say you're a fan?
Because I rarely find one that I actually like. Most of them I watch are fucking garbage.
But then you must be a fan of garbage.
Yeah, or at least like you like the genre and you have high standards for it. But you know all the horror movies. You always do.
Yeah, I watched that last one, the Autopsy of Jane Doe. Wasn't very good.
Oh, was that your date night?
That was the date night one.
Did it end up working out that you guys watched it together?
Yeah, it ended up working out.
You sat in the theater?
No, on demand.
That's weird. That's not a date night on demand.
Yeah, that's literally Netflix
That's
and
what
chill.
I call
what you just described has a name. The millennials are calling it Netflix and chill.
Well, Generation Y.
Hey, Kyle.
It's the same thing.
Kyle. Once, twice. You're gone, but yeah, there you are.
That's Al. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's Al. Hey, Sundance every once in a while has a couple good series.
No, they don't.
They did The Last Panthers, which is pretty good. It's a one-and-done European. The new one is Gomorrah, and it's awesome. It's like Italian version of Sopranos, but I'd say a lot better than The Sopranos. Only downside, subtitle.
Gomorrah.
Really good.
Gomorrah. I'm going to watch Gomorrah tomorrow. How's that? I'll let you know what I think of it. Two things that I have no fondness for is IFC channel and Sundance.
You've turned your back on them
many years ago when they went commercials. I think they bring in shite. There's no indie about that at all. It's just terrible.
And that used to be like the go-to.
Yeah,
like
no
it
more.
Used to be. I just found out about something really cool. It's on IFC.
They just have Fight Club and Pulp Fiction running constantly and commercials in the middle of them.
And as great as that sounds.
Andy, what's up?
Yo, guys, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, I wanted to, I binge a lot of Bates Motel, the new season that just came out. Are you guys hip to that?
Yeah, I'm not going to watch a show like that.
Wait, what's that show about?
It's about the Bates Motel.
It's young Bates.
Yeah, it's like the precursor to the prequel to Psycho. You know,
I tried to watch it because who's the woman on the show?
Vera Farmiga.
And I love her, and I just couldn't get into it.
You gotta keep pushing through, man. It gets once you get into season 2 and 3, it gets so weird.
Yeah, you're never going to get me to do that.
Weird.
I'm not going to do that.
That's something I was just talking about. Is like there's no other art form that you would say, just watch 10 hours and eventually you're going to get really into it.
I tried to watch Gotham for a while too, and finally I just had to fucking tap. I called them. I called their office and I tried. I was enjoying it for a while, but no.
But I dipped.
Yeah, I had to dip. I dipped on you. Aaron in Boston, what's up?
How you guys doing?
Hey, man.
Hey, I wanted to recommend Mad Dogs on, I think it's Amazon Prime. Has anyone seen that?
I don't have the Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get you on it.
You absolutely do have it.
I don't know where it is on my TV
Gifted
then. I
to
looked
you.
everywhere.
I'm setting it up on Sunday, pre-Super Bowl.
What do you have to set it up on, PlayStation? Because I'm not watching a fucking computer.
No, it's going to be on your TV. I'm going to set it up through however you watch Netflix. Yeah, I'll set it up there.
Wait, do I have PlayStation or the other one?
I think you have Xbox.
All right, put it up on my PlayStation. And I don't like to get a lot of stuff on my Xbox. I don't want anything to come in.
You're going to have to work with me on this.
Wait, hold on. Rich in Philly's got some big words here. Rich, what's up?
Hey, Hey guys, how you doing? I got the perfect show for you guys. It's a documentary. It's not a TV show. It's called The Fear of 13. You gotta see it, Ronnie. It's right up your alley. This guy's from Delaware County. He's got the Philly accent. An incredible, amazing story.
And what's it about?
Well, the guy was he was serving a life sentence, right? Kind of like a spoiler alert. You want me to keep going?
Well, just you don't have to spoil anything. Just make it broad.
Okay. Well, he was in jail because he was a meth head, right? That kind of tells you a little bit about.
That don't make you a bad person. It's just another hobby.
He was a young man. He committed a crime, right? And he was looking for a way to get out of this crime. And he was reading the newspaper, and there was a murder in Jersey. So he framed his buddy for it, who he thought had died from an overdose. The guy turned out not to be dead, so they charged him with the murder. He did like 30 years in jail, right? And the only way for him to get out of it was from DNA evidence. So in order for him to expedite that, he wanted to expedite his own death sentence. That way they were able to prove oh man, it's awesome. You guys got to check it out. I mean,
I feel like you spoiled it for me though, Rich, but it sounds fantastic. I don't like watching people in prison though. It really makes me fucking heebie-jeebied. All right, thanks, man. Peace. Jill, what's up?
Hey guys, love the show.
It is good, isn't it?
It is. I enjoy it. It's a good part of my day. So I'm late to the party on this, but I am binging hard on Mad Men.
What is that on Amazon Prime?
That's on Netflix, actually.
Right.
You have that.
It's awesome. I mean, I'm late to the party.
I watched the first season of Mad Men. I thought it was stupid, and then I stopped watching it, and everybody thought it was the greatest thing that ever happened.
I love that show so much. In fact, I'm thinking about rewatching from the beginning because I miss the character so much.
I'm down to one season, and I'm milking it because I don't want it to be over.
I like the idea of milking your TV show. I like that.
Just
it gets brought up.
Still watching it just once a week at the same time.
Just a little bit. The Sunday night.
Be well, guys.
All right, thanks, Jill. Take care, darling. Bye. Well, here's somebody who always knows what's happening. Janice. Give me the what, Janice? Give me the good stuff.
She knows what's up.
Yeah.
Did you catch baskets last week?
Yeah, I did.
Holy shit!
Yeah. What is that, Thursday night show now? Thursdays? Baskets?
Yeah, I think it's that tonight. Holy shit!
I do an impression of Martha from there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Hey, Mrs. Baskets. Hey, Mrs. Baskets.
I don't think that's very good.
Go, Gail, and go.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Baskin.
I don't get that. Right, someone just wrote to me that the Joker came back on Gotham. That's when I quit, when they killed him. All right. Talk to you later, Janice.
I love you guys.
Bye.
Bye, Janice.
Mike in Canada. Mike.
Hey, Ron, I don't care what anybody says. Your impressions are always spot on.
Thank you.
Yeah, have you guys had a chance to see Schitt's Creek? I know you're interviewing Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy.
Yes, I've watched them all, and I find it to be hilarious.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because we get it up here in Canada. I don't even know if it's a Canadian show or not. They just show it in the States, but I love that show. I think the humor is just the funniest stuff, and the fact that Eugene works with his kids is awesome too. So
and I would love to be able to do that someday.
Hey,
that would be my dream. I mean, my real kid.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're a bastard in a basket. What are the Mrs. Fields doing here?
We have some live reads from Mrs. Fields.
Oh.
Really? And they sent over us some cookies.
They or Mrs. Fields herself?
Mrs. Fields herself.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. When do we get to them? A little later on in the show today?
Yeah, a little later.
Are we allowed to eat them pre-live read?
Sure.
Yes.
Are you sure you want to?
Mm-hmm.
Good. This is one of the most famous commercials, live reads we've ever done was a...
I know.
Famous Mrs. Fields commercial. Let the Mrs. Fields people retweet it.
I know. Should we just replay that? You guys get the idea?
Kathleen, you're on the Bennington Show. Kathleen, do we have you?
You have Katrina.
Hey, Katrina, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I loved your story.
So, I have a suggestion for you. I don't know if it's already been made, but my husband is really into Longmire, which is on Netflix, and I catch bits and pieces of it, but it's like a Western with cops. There's Native Americans, mob bosses, the IRA's in it, and it's just one big convoluted one thing after another with lots of gunfights every episode.
I don't even think I've heard of this show.
It's Longmire.
Longmire.
I got it. Longmire.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
And I mean, I have a low tolerance for shows like that, but it's been pretty decent the last few episodes I've watched.
That's all I want you to do is tell me. All I need is the slightest recommendation, and I'm going to be a Longmire fan from this, on this one. Tim, in Jersey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Ronnie B, $1 million.
Yeah, same with you.
Hey, a great show that's on now, Amazon Prime. Not sure if I missed it, but Sneaky Pete. It's unbelievable. It's totally up your alley.
You can start watching that because you have Amazon Prime.
I don't have it.
No, you have it. I'm going to set it up for you. You have it.
Set it
You
up.
probably have it on your smart TV.
I'm watching it on my smart TV right now. Children set it up for me. And then I haven't seen them again since. It fell the other day and laid there for 3 days.
No.
Oh, my God.
I already had a sandwich, so I was fine.
Oh, good.
I got up to make a sandwich and I laid back down.
Why?
Steve and Bama.
Hey, I'm not going to recommend anything. What I'm hoping is going to happen is, I'm like you, I watched the first season. I've watched the first season of multiple good shows, but I can't get around to, just keep it on with it and keep it on with it. That's why I like Fargo or Black Mirror or something like that. It's almost like a cross between a movie.
You like a one and done. You like a one season. Yeah.
And be done with it, and it's really good, and I feel it's all wrapped up, and I don't have to worry about keeping up with the shit forever.
No, I agree with you 100%. And then you come back, they'll come back with Fargo, but it'll be a different time and a whole new cast.
True Detective has the same thing where, if you didn't watch the first season, you can watch the second. Yeah. It's not. It's its own
You can
story.
end up hating both.
Right,
separately.
exactly.
You don't have to hate one show.
Yeah,
it's like you're hating two shows.
You can be disappointed by them in different ways.
I just saw a thing from Trump. He said they've contacted aliens, and the aliens will be here Sunday. Why the same day as the Super Bowl?
God. Let's just cancel the Super Bowl.
Why would we cancel the Super Bowl? It's the biggest game of the year.
I can't think about anything else. This is what my thoughts sound like now. Trump, 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 Trump. What's Trump doing? What is he doing?
I'll tell you this, you're better off joining us and being with Team Trump. That's my team. 10 days into this, and it's just kicking ass. Just kicking ass. I like that Steve Bannon. He's my favorite.
Yeah, you like him?
Uh-huh. I like him. I like Ivanka. It's a good show.
The only problem is it's not actually
I've been
a show.
watching a lot of Trump on TV, and it's a really good show. Fucker's crazy.
Yeah, it may seem like a reality show, but
It's really fast moving. You don't want to miss any of the episodes.
What season is it?
No, it's first season. Only 8 days in.
That's like a jump in.
Yeah, you jump in anywhere. We want to jump. Ross in Philly.
Hey,
What's up,
Ronnie.
buddy? Hey.
Not much. I wanted to tell you about the show. It's on Stars. It's called Black Sails.
Mm-hmm. I tried to watch it.
You tried to watch it?
Yeah.
You got to get past the first couple episodes.
Yeah, I can't
really
do
great.
that, dude. I can't get past. Yeah. I can't.
It's so difficult when people say that. And you're like, you're asking a lot of me.
Renee, New Mexico.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hey,
So
that
good.
dude who called about that dog, Ronnie, he left out that guy from Philly narrates his own story, and his storytelling is off the charts good. You got to check it out. Like, the way he tells his stories about being locked up, like he goes in depth.
I can't. I panics with that. I can't breathe.
What I do?
Thanks, man. Peace. Turtle, Iowa.
My hot buddies. Hey, 2 of them for you on HBO Go. One is a single season, the other one's a 2-season deal. First one, Generation Kill, about the invasion of Iraq.
Yeah, but didn't that even come out 10 years ago?
Yeah.
That show's like 10 years old. That's like someone saying, I got a show for you. It's called Cheers. It's really fucking good.
That's how Vito is right now. You guys seen Cheers?
Vito came to me the other day, and he goes like this. Oh, I'm watching a show. It's called Petticoat Junction. So fucking good. Come ride a little train, 'cause it's rolling down the tracks at the junction. Petticoat Junction. That was the thing where 3 sisters were bathing in the town's water supply at the beginning of the show. It's the nuttiest fucking open.
It's not sanitary.
These daughters bathe in the water supply. It's a good show.
I guess that's a good premise for a show.
Yeah.
Where does it go from there?
By the way, Moon Tower is contacting us now during the show. They want us down there.
Dude, this is happening.
I don't know. You can't say this is happening until the deal's happening.
This might happen.
There's interest.
There is interest. Here you go.
Dude, this is happening. It's a done deal. That'll be fun, though.
It might be fun.
If it happens.
You've been to Austin, right?
Yes, I went to South by Southwest about 5 years ago.
You're just getting more and more autistic. That's no reason to answer like Rain Man.
Yeah, Ron.
Yeah, I've been to Austin.
Yeah, I remember when you did that trip. You were whacked the whole time.
Yeah, it was bad. I was really like fucking... I wasn't sleeping. I was just fucking shithoused the entire time.
That's no way to experience a city for the first
By the way, there is no... Yeah. And there's also no term shithouse. That doesn't exist. I was shithoused for 3 days. It's just not a term.
Ron, I was a house of shit.
It's shit face, not shit house.
So it's mine then. Shit house is mine.
Yes. It's not going to go any further than you. Tiff, West Virginia.
Hey, have any of you guys watched Blunt Talk on Stars, the Patrick Stewart show?
I tried. I gave it 1 episode. I couldn't jump in.
You dipped.
Oh, you got to give it at least the first season. It's hilarious. The cast just gets better and better.
I can't get... You got to have a great opening episode. That's not too much to ask. Come out of this thing great.
Yeah, I have had this happen to me many times where if the first episode is just like uncomfortable or I'm not feeling it, once in a blue moon I'll go back and go, okay, enough people have told me that I was being silly. I need to go back. There's something there.
All right, what about this though? Sopranos to me had the greatest pilot episode of all time. It was a standalone movie with the ducks and all that, and it never came close to that episode again. But I watched every Sopranos after that. Is that worse than a show that gets better?
I guess like you're hooked. You know what I mean? In that way, like
yeah. But they could have ended that episode. They could have just said that's the whole series. And I would have said Sopranos is one of my favorite shows of all time because I thought it was fucking brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, the ducks. It was like the best. And like it's weird that
but the rest of it wasn't.
How often do you think about when you're thinking about a show that you watch and the first thing you think about is the first episode? Like if somebody brings up The Sopranos, one of the first things I think about is like the ducks in the pool and that moment. Because that first season was so great because it was about him and his mom. And then when she passed away, I feel like a lot of things changed. You never really got really back to that.
He was a regular guy. He was a regular guy. You know, he had fucking work problems. He had family problems. You know, there wasn't it wasn't all about who's shooting who. He just happened to be a guy who also, you know, was in the mafia. Jerry, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Bennington.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, not so much a show, but an adult film from 1980 called Taboo, starring Kate Parker and Mike Ranger. It's a really good flick.
I don't even know this.
I'm not sure.
I watched another show called Taboo.
Taboo.
Yeah, this is a porno movie from 1980. It's good. A lot of big boobs, big wieners.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, I'm going to watch it. Thanks so much for that.
Cool,
That's great. So I'm going to put that. So
Taboo.
Fear of 13 and Taboo the Porn is what I've written down so far is what I definitely want to get into. Because of the big wieners in it.
What about the big boobs?
Yeah, that too.
Hey, Court, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Ronnie, hey, your impression of an old lady trying to figure out her internet is hitting home. It's great. It's the best impression you've ever done. Yeah, my mom's 75. I got her a new Roku TV for Christmas. She's totally confused because I'm like, you can watch all the old shows. Happy Days is on. What's Hulu? What is it? And so I went back over her house this weekend to help, and it's in the box. Put it back in the box. Put her old TV back up. I just want my Fox ABC.
I got news for you. I have the TV set up for my folks. Every fucking channel, every sporting package that you could get, and they don't have anything on but Fox News 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I'm telling Mom, there's a whole Mary Tyler Moore thing. Yeah. She loved Mary Tyler Moore. There's a whole thing on Hulu with that. There's a Bob Newhart show. All of the shows she used to love. She has no interest now. It's like, I don't want any change. Nothing new. Just need my cable.
I know.
So,
it's comforting to keep Fox News on.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Learning new things is scary. I just want what I have.
This is what I have. Is that too much? You don't want anything new. I don't want a VR helmet on my head.
Ew, what is this new? Did you guys see the video of this grandma? They strap her on with this.
Yes, and I'm sure she loves it, and everyone in the family's happy.
No, she does not love it. It is the polar opposite.
I've never seen anybody not like the VR helmet. Every video that goes out there is the old lady who loves the VR helmet.
No, this woman is not ready for the future. She is completely resisting. It's up on the iBang. Oh, he's pulling it up now.
The only thing I go to the iBang is for the bonsai fucking rules.
Pits on
there. Just got a tweet. Hashtag bonsai, BANZAI, to add Bennington show during the Super Bowl.
To Adam?
At Bennington.
Oh, I thought you said to add Bennington show.
At Bennington show.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you should keep them on.
This is the old lady watching VR.
Oh, yeah, wait. Is somebody standing? Look to your right.
There's a clip, she yells. This is torture.
She's now crumpled on the floor.
This is as far as I go.
As far as I
go. She can't even realign herself to real life.
What happens if you walk past the point?
Nothing.
So it was like a height thing.
Yeah. So she is she's losing it. And it's like a nightmare where they're like all around her laughing and pointing. You don't understand VR, old lady.
This is the now.
All right, you got
with it, bitch.
You got another thing that's kind of weird, and that's the hot dog in the mousetrap.
Okay. So this is a short that someone made. I don't know if you'd call it a short. It's a video someone made, but they do it in slow motion. But they have stuck a hot dog in a mousetrap, and for whatever reason, it like feels like it is your own body. I can't even watch it. If you watch it in slow motion, I have the feeling that it looks like a finger, or
a cockhead.
But I would imagine gentlemen would look at it. They have like a different GIF of it slowed down where you can see it.
Yeah, we have the wrong stuff up. I don't even like the ideas of mouse traps. They're gross. I don't know whether you've ever been around one, but the mouse is in it screaming.
Yeah.
And it's not a pleasant thing. Oh, you're right. The slow motion is what really
is what, because you're imagining it going through. I was thinking my finger, but I was thinking for a gentleman, perhaps.
Yeah.
That would be like it was cutting your dick head off completely.
Oh.
It's really hard to watch. You got to go to 110. It says it at the top of the video that Chris doesn't read. But when you watch this thing, because it is a guillotine.
Oh, God. I don't know what it is about that. Like, it physically affects me to watch that. Like, do you guys get that feeling of you hear about something painful and you have a physical response to it?
All the time. Yeah. All the time. I'll get weak in the knees or the ankles. My ankles will actually get...
My thighs are where I feel like just like someone has just stabbed me in the back of the thighs when I hear something horrible. All
right, we have a spy report.
Spy report.
Thank you, honey. That was a good impression.
That was adorable.
Yeah. Joe in Delaware, spy report.
Spy report. Yeah, Ronnie, they got 3 to 5 guards here at Smyrna Correctional Institute. Hostage situation, and the inmates have control of the prison.
You are kidding me.
Wow.
Yep. Just happened.
That's in Smyrna?
Yeah, right there, mid-state. The biggest prison in the state here.
Yeah.
It's going nuts. They got all the prisons in the state on lockdown, and I mean, everybody's flying that way.
Wow. I haven't even heard about this happening
right now. It looks like they're getting ready to go in.
I haven't even heard about this happening in many, many years where there's a prison uprising.
Right. Yeah, I was surprised when they said they have control of the prison. You usually don't hear them say something like that.
No, man. That is unbelievable and really, really edgy. All right, thanks, Joe. Peace.
Got it, Ronnie.
God, that's so, like, surreal and creepy sounding. I can't believe that.
Steve in South Carolina. Steve.
Well, yeah, Ronnie, I was going to tell you about this show. It's called Shit House.
It's my show.
Yeah, it's about this retard from New York that goes to Austin.
Sounds pretty good.
I like this show.
Steve.
Oh, you'll love it.
Steve, for your great recommendation, I'm sending you to the Pretty Good Prize Closet.
Yeah! Yeah, Steve!
Keep an eye on that prison uprising, too. It's spooky as shit. And we got to take a break here. We'll be back in just a little bit. We'll be talking about albums that we should be listening to. Bennington. These phones are acting wacky. Hey, Jeff in New York, you're back on with Bennington. What's happening?
Hey, Ron, how's it going?
Cool in the gang.
Hey, you were talking about feeling pain from a thought or a visual.
Yeah.
And I got a couple. One's for pain and one's for maybe texture. A paper cut on the tip of your penis or tongue.
Why are you giggling like that? Like a fucking somebody who loves pain.
Oh my God, he scared me just now.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Why does that make you...
How about gnashing your teeth into a piece of poop?
Mashing it?
Mash with an N.
This all got started from this slow motion hot dog thing that's in a mousetrap. It's impossible to watch without feeling personal pain. It's up on the iBang today. Hey, this week we've got 45 comedians picking their Super Bowl picks. That's going to be running on Friday's show. But we got one of my favorite guys in the whole world on the line right now to talk about his pick, Mr. Tommy Johnigan. Tommy!
Hey!
Hey, buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Good. It feels like a hard one to pick. Do you feel good? Do you feel confident?
No.
No. I think I'm going to go. It's hard to bet against Tom Brady because he cried this week and he eats so well. I think I'm going to go Patriots, and I think they'll cover, and I think I'm going to take the over. And I don't know. I have no confidence in it.
You have no confidence, yet you can't imagine right now Brady losing this game.
No. It seems, I feel like if he played those Giants Super Bowls 9 more times, they would have won 9 out of 10 of those.
Yes.
It's hard to take a stand against this team.
Yeah, it is. And even when the Giants beat them, it seemed like it didn't happen when it happened. You know?
It was weird.
It was very strange.
Yeah, Matt Ryan is. I don't feel. I mean, who knows? They could put up 40 points and everybody would be surprised.
Where are you watching the game, Tom?
I'm gonna watch it at some bar in Koreatown because That's the only place. I had short notice. Got to get a babysitter. I'm in some fucking Asian fusion place.
Okay. That's a great idea. You know?
Edamame like an idiot.
It's a very common Super Bowl snack.
It's from Atlanta.
All I did, someone's watching my kids, and I'm fleeing to the nearest bar. That's the only thing I did.
Well, I want you to enjoy the game, buddy.
I will. I appreciate any tips. I'm gonna throw a little dough on this one for the first time in a few years.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I'm glad I have no idea. That's good. That's what you put your money on.
But the excitement level of when you could possibly lose your money, because losing your money is honestly more exciting than winning money. You know, that's where the emotion comes from. Losing. You don't want to lose.
Just that it could happen. It's just it's fucked up, but fun.
It does. I don't even know, for whatever reason, the fact that everyone hates the Patriots makes me like them.
You're a contrarian.
Maybe I'm a contrarian. I just like a winner. I have no problem with them videotaping practices.
Yeah.
It's I love seeing the winners win.
I find it all.
It's a real Fountainhead Super Bowl for me.
It is. And these are Fountainhead times that we're living in. You know.
Oh yeah.
This is the time of great men, great white men doing great things.
Well, it's your time. You know what I mean?
Finally.
This is the dawn of your era.
Right. My era of white men is finally starting. You know. It's been a dark time for us the last 8 years.
We got to get some white guys on Gail's podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm tearing the gender apart.
Yeah. Is that right? When's
pitting women against men.
When is the new one?
That's going to air going to premiere this Monday.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us who's going to be on yet, or?
I'm going to wait. Maybe I should wait.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it.
All right. I can't wait for it.
But I'm very excited about this one.
Tommy, always great to talk to you, buddy.
All right, Greg. Thanks for having me.
Enjoy Koreatown.
On the phone. That's perfect.
I love you, kid, but he's the best. I don't know, oddly, first of all, calling it the Fountainhead Super Bowl reminds me this is the Fountainhead times.
Yeah. It's starting to make sense. Yeah. And if it seems like it's leaning one way, perhaps you should bet your money the other way.
That's the way. That's not bad thinking. I'm watching this game, and it's a couple of us getting together at Steve Bannon's house, and we're having just steaks and cigars. And at a certain point, we bring out a globe.
Yeah.
And we just start stabbing it with a knife.
Who's not going to be there?
Just me, Bannon, Texas Ranger is going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Texas
Walker,
Ranger.
Texas Ranger?
I don't know his real name. And we sit around and we're naked and we're just talking about, just having the might and the will to do what's necessary.
That's cool. Can I come or?
No.
Oh, okay. Great.
Sorry. I like to call it a WGO event, white guys only.
Oh, so I can come.
No, it's a certain type of white guy. White guys with power.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. White guys with power.
Understood.
Yeah. Not a race trader such as yourself.
Race trader.
Yeah. He trades on his race.
Why do
That's
you
the
do
biggest
it?
problem.
It's easy, I just like to take that easy in trading.
Oh boy, you didn't have an answer. You didn't have an answer. You slurred your way through something you hope would work. Hey, Red, what's up?
So, Ron, you remember the story? It was in 2008 of the guy that was on a bus traveling through Manitoba, and he cut a passenger's head off. Do you remember that story?
Yes, I remember it very well. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, well, a lot of us do. So he wasn't found guilty of murder. He wasn't criminally responsible because he was diagnosed with whatever brain situation, right?
I think he was a schizophrenic, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, that's right. He is schizophrenic.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to essentially a halfway house, if you will, not really a legitimate prison.
Yes.
And his detention or retention, if you will, he's been out for ice cream and stuff, kind of under supervision,
Yeah.
He's changed his name. Vince Lee was his name. He's changed his name now. And he's applying to get an unconditional discharge. And if that's granted to him, he'll have 1 year where he'll basically be in his halfway house for another year. And then he'll get kicked out of that, and he will not have a record of that. If you looked up his new name or his old name, you will not find what he's done. So what do you think of our Canadian justice system?
Well, it's another reason that we're putting up the wall between us and Canada.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
If Gail remembers, I offered her to come to Canada. I was going to buy her a parka. It was minus 26 Celsius this morning. So if she wants, she might need a parka. But if this wall's going up, is she coming before the wall goes up?
Yeah, the wall is also to keep people in. It's something we're going to be discussing at the Super Bowl party.
You're locked in here with me.
You're stuck in America. Keep an eye on that Smyrna fucking jail story, too, would you? Chris, it hasn't made one news account because they said that Trump this morning was seen mixing a juicy fruit with a spearmint, and it's got everybody just going crazy about calling it the end times.
Those flavors don't complement each other.
I don't know. I'm now starting to think that, we used to feel the same way about chocolate and salt, Now look at it. Everybody loves it.
I'm just excited he's just rocking juicy fruit.
Oh, it is delicious. I like fruit stripes, but that's me. I like good 2 bites of tasting something and just having to turn bland.
Spit it out immediately.
Brandon, Kansas.
Hello.
Hey, darling.
How's everybody doing?
So damn good.
Oh, good. Great. Well, Gail, yesterday you had me crying when you were telling about your Subway story.
I was so sad, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
Oh, my gosh, Gail.
It was really sad.
I went to D.C. back in 2010, and I'd never been out on the East Coast, and took a girlfriend with me that was going to show me my way around out there. And we go to the Subway, and she, halfway up the stairs, going to the platform, takes off running. I didn't know what she was doing, so I'm kind of still taking my time. I get up there, and she yells, "Hurry up!" So I take off running, get to the doors, and they slam on me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I am dead center right in the middle of the doors. And my head is on the inside of the train, and I'm doing everything I can to get in. And I hear the doors kind of let the pressure off, and they let me in, but then they went shut real quick. And they got my purse. And so I'm trying to pull my purse real hard. And it finally let me get my purse. Well, the story don't end there. Same day, we have to switch trains. And the next train, we had to stand up. Because the first train, we could sit down.
Yeah.
For the next one, we had to stand up. Well, my girlfriend failed to tell me I really needed to hang on to that pole. Because when the train took off, it threw me into a couple that was sitting in the seats, and the G-force wouldn't let me get up. I'm like right in his face. And can I say this on the air? I have false teeth.
Yeah.
And I was smiling and laughing, and I was trying to tell him I'm so sorry. Well, my top dentures started coming out. And I'm trying to make it go back in, and I still can't get up. And it finally, I could get up, and I'm like so embarrassed. And I'm like, I am so sorry. Well, now let me tell you, when I went on to him, one hand did manage to get into his shoulder. The other hand was down literally, and I'm not making this up, on his private.
Oh, my God.
In that area. And I mean, and I'm not a light girl. I'm about 175 pounds. And his wife, his face was like, and it just stayed like that. And his wife is saying to me, as I'm stuck on him, "Oh, you're all right, honey. You're all right." Well, when I did finally get up, and I'm telling him I'm so sorry. And I had to say it. It just came to me. I went, I've never been on a subway before. I didn't know I needed to hang on. And it, like in unison, the whole car went, "Where are you from?" I said, "Kansas. We don't have subways." I mean, it all just happened. It was like the door got me the first car, the second car, it just throws me into this couple, and it's like,
Brenda, your trip into the big city just got you a trip into the pretty good prize closet.
Yeah!
That's the door.
Thank you,
It's
guys.
hard being a person.
No, it is.
It's really hard.
I am pretty sure whoever was sitting and watching, like, the video of the, like, security, I'm sure they were just rolling, laughing. They're like,
I'd make a movie out of this. Seriously.
Girl?
I would make this into a movie tomorrow. Thanks, Brenda.
Thank you, guys.
Adorable.
I'm also pretty sure she's my maternal grandmother.
I just love her. Big show coming up on Friday, huh, Chris?
Yeah, it's 45 comedians predict the Super Bowl. It's coming up Friday at 2 p.m.
That's the name of it?
Well, the actual name of it is The Funniest People on the Planet Make the Funniest Predictions in the Universe for football's biggest game of the year.
Oh, that's too long. That's
lengthy.
Too long of a thing. Well, when you talk about the funniest people on the planet, you got to bring up this guy, Tom Segura. Tom!
Hey, buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Yeah. Tom Segura.
How are you guys? Hi, Gail. How's everybody doing?
We're good. Are you a football guy, Tom?
Of course. Of course. I'm a man. You know that, right?
Yes, I know you're a man, but I know that you always have a problem with head injuries, and a lot of guys are turning their back on the game.
Yeah, I know. I hate those pussies. We got to get them out of there.
Yeah.
I like guys that are willing to give up their life and their longevity for the game.
Yes, that is true. That's that kind of sacrifice. That's love.
Come on, dude. Commit. Sacrifice your legs and your ability to eat with a fork for our entertainment. That's what we want.
I followed along on Instagram that trip that you and Bert took, that basketball trip. It was hilarious.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Bert remembers much of it, but it was a really, really fun time for me.
I don't know if he remembers much of his life,
That's very true. He had 8 vodka sodas on the flight. So.
Holy shit.
8
the best part of it is that he was fine when we got, afterwards.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you need to take a nap or something? He was like, for what? Like, all right, let's just go.
And here's the funny thing. I could see somebody who takes one trip a year being excited about being on an airplane. He's on an airplane every week.
Yeah, we went to the American Airlines bar, the lounge, and he's one of those medallion member people there. As we walk in, the bartenders go, Bert! Like they all recognize.
I know. America is his home,
Yeah. Well, every bar.
Yeah, every bar, every place, and everybody I know. They're they're always saying to me, Bert's one of my best friends. I go, this is impossible. You can only have a couple best friends. How's everybody is his best friend?
That's his vision of people, too, though. This is one of his friends. This is one of my best friends. Yeah.
All right, Tom, where are you on this Super Bowl?
You know what, man? I feel like it'd be really exciting, to be honest, to see the Falcons pull it off. I'm big on cities that are not regular people, as making appearances in the game, getting one. I'm a big fan of Devontae Freeman, the running back. I think it'd be really cool, but I also feel like this is a laser-focused, fuck you, Roger Goodell year for the Patriots. And that makes me feel like that they're going to be too much, and they're going to pull it off. So as much as I want to say Falcons, I think the Pats are going to do it.
There is, I hadn't thought about that, but to see Goodell get up there is going to be exciting to us, to watch him in an uncomfortable moment, particularly after Brady's dad saying he doesn't deserve to be on a podium with my son.
It's kind of hard, though.
I mean, this is this would be the season that man suspended quarterback,
Yeah.
So he served a suspension and rode the anger, the hatred that he has for that man and for the injustice that he feels into a championship. I mean, Brady is the most like Michael Jordan guy that we have in sports, where it's like the most hyper competitive. The guy, he probably strangles receivers in the locker room when they drop passes, and you never hear about it. Like just one of those guys that is willing. He will kill your young, and I feel like that is it makes for a great pro athlete. So I think it's going to happen.
It is odd to have as much success as Tom has had and still be angry and still feel slighted. You know what I mean? Like at a certain point, you're making it up that you're slighted. You know, you're married to a model. You're incredibly rich. Everything, everything is great,
dude. And if you go back to the to Jordan's famous induction in the Hall of Fame, where the Jordan crying meme comes from, if you play that speech, the speech sounds like he was a bench player for a few years. Like he was like all these guys that said, he's basically like the speech can basically be summarized by saying "fuck you." Like that's what he's essentially saying to everybody, and that's why these guys stay that competitive. They feel slighted. So I don't know. I guess that's why I didn't play beyond high school.
No, you're too good of a guy. You're an easygoing guy. You're
and you appreciate life and success.
Yes. You have an appreciation of life. You have gratitude. That's a terrible thing to have.
Yeah, it's horrible. But this guy, I mean, you're right. You would think that he's like homeless and barely getting by, man.
Tom Segura, always great talking to you, pal.
Always great talking to you guys. Love you. Enjoy the game.
All right, see you soon.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
I hate when you do that, seriously.
All right, no more.
You've said that for a long time. And I don't get, tell me what's funny about doing that. Bye, Tom.
Well, I just feel uncomfortable saying goodbye to people. So it comes out like that.
He's not good with affection of any kind.
No, that's the problem.
Like in warmness.
Please don't.
Like he's very uncomfortable. Try to give him a hug.
Yeah, I'll give him
because I like to hug.
No. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Why
Chris, just let it happen.
Really fucked up, Ron. Ron, this is fucked up.
I really appreciate everything you do, buddy.
Stop it.
Oh my God, he's like trying to crawl out of his own skin. That was really beautiful.
You know what?
And you can't just embrace that.
Obviously, he was molested as a child, and obviously he liked that molestation.
And this is the guilt he feels.
I guess so.
Oh, look, this is Johnny Sushi.
Let's take a look at it. That is a different kind of sushi.
Yeah, he's got all different types.
Yeah, but I'm used to seeing the sushi on the top. It looks like he puts a top of rice there.
Well, that's because this is pre-roll. So this is the open mat of the...
Oh, then you slice?
And then he's going to roll it and then slice it. So
I need to see it when it's done.
Yeah,
I have nothing to compare it to. I never see unfinished sushi.
This is, before the...
I'm going to open up a place called Unfinished Sushi where it's cheaper because you have to finish it yourself. Can I get my phone back?
Charged up. Oh, by the way, GPS Seattle premieres this Saturday, February 4th at 3 p.m. on Deep Tracks, Channel 27.
I can't wait for that.
It's a fun one. Everyone put on your flannels.
I will.
Flannel PJs. I like the fact that this is going to end up running during the Super Bowl. I think a lot of people are going to be listening while they watch the Super Bowl.
No, this is Saturday.
Yeah, but it runs Sunday too, right?
Oh, yeah. There is actually, that's an earlier.
10 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah, 10 a.m.
I start at 10 a.m. That's when my Super Bowl pre-show viewing begins.
Well, that's when I'll be setting up the Amazon Prime, so just make sure.
You're not coming over that early. Jen, where do you watch the Super Bowl?
Well, this year, for my birthday, I'm going to watch it at this, day party thing. At
a day party?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you mean a day party?
She's having
a club. Yeah.
A day brunch party.
Yeah.
At a club?
It's it's going to be at a club. They're going to have champagne. It's going to be cool. They're going to have the TVs up. I'm excited.
Sounds awful. So you're watching the whole Super Bowl there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
At the day party.
At the day party.
So you got a big birthday coming, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to throw a surprise party for you. Should we put the sushi up on Twitter that he makes?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, we'll do it. We're on it.
Let everyone see it.
Yeah, let everybody be a part of it.
Yeah. Chris, I think you're on this sushi
I'm on all the
text.
group texts, I'm pretty sure.
Are you?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, no, you're not on that one. We have one without you.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, fuck. I thought I was included in all the group texts.
Did you sleep too late to be part of the football group text?
So I missed the championship game. Big deal.
This is interesting. We just bombed China a couple minutes ago.
What?
Huh?
Okay, you know what? Cancel the Super Bowl because we can't focus on anything else.
We gotta, not only are we not canceling the Super Bowl, but we all have to get behind it because, as Tommy Jenigan called it, this is the Fountainhead Super Bowl.
I was trying to think he could be right.
Get ahead with your Fountainhead, I like to say. You know what's odd about me? I can take this football and throw it 70 yards.
Can you?
And hit a fucking dime.
Jesus Christ.
Hit a dime from
I didn't
70
know that.
yards.
You can throw it up.
Oh.
Ew, that means puke.
No, I throw it up with the ball. I throw it far.
But why wouldn't you just say throw it?
I say throw it up.
Yes, that sounds like puking. You want another fucking hug? Keep it up. I'll come over and hug you under your shirt. I'll hug you under your shirt.
No, please, no.
Skin on skin hugs.
Air it out from now on.
How would you feel about that? Like, just to have a coworker slip their hand up your blouse and just like rest their hand just on your belly.
What
Just
if I brought Vito in here to lick your back? Would that feel good?
I would have to fucking get the fuck out of the room.
No,
You're
come on.
homophobic, dude. You're fucking homophobic.
I just don't want dudes looking at my back.
Vito's a
Why
very...
did you say dudes?
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
I'm not a homophobe.
Anti-gay.
You can't catch AIDS from the tongue.
Oh my God. I can't even believe you think that. What year is this, Chris?
2017.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why it's Super Bowl 51.
Speaking of which, I got my STD results back. My dick's clean, everyone. My dick is clean.
Oh my God.
I can't believe that you went and got a test for no reason.
I
You didn't feel anything?
All right.
Look, I urinated and it was peach colored. So I was free. I thought it was like blood.
You don't drink water,
I've
you
never
fucking
seen-
idiot.
Yeah, you're just like pounding energy drinks all the time. That's why. And you eat no vegetables and you drink no water. This is the reason.
Peach colored.
Yeah, it was peach colored. It was weird. That's what I got.
He said peach flavored.
Tasty. There's a sweetness to his
Is this an STD?
Can I tell you something? There's a sweetness to his piss. You might enjoy it at a day party.
That's a little pea Bellini. Now, Chris, now that you have a clean bill of health, what do you do now?
Well, that means I can still sleep with the woman I've been sleeping with without using a condom. But new women?
No, because what if she's doing what you're doing,
true.
scandalous hookups at the same time? You know, you think you could play Mr. Big. Mr. Big might be playing you, my friend.
All right, okay. I didn't think of that.
She could be like wagging that pussy all over town. You don't
Can
know.
I just say this? Who's making now? Well, your old lady while you're out making love. Johnny just sent us some Finnish sushi.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Something we're more accustomed to. Oh my God, the sheer quantity.
Yeah, he makes a lot of sushi.
Jesus.
Everything that he makes also has cream cheese in it, no matter what kind of sushi it is. By the way, I took this song and I slipped it into the Seattle GPS.
What? This doesn't see it.
I go, look, while we're doing this, I want you to have something that's listenable. Something that you can hum along with.
Listen to an early grunge song.
Well, you actually brought this up, and I had never thought about this before. Take the music all the way down. So after we do the GPS Seattle, Gail says to me, and let's bring Connor in this conversation.
Connor.
Let's see if Connor can run in here as fast as
How fast can he run?
Tell me he's going to try to get this fumble too.
Come on, Connor.
Ooh, look at the stride. Yeah, he's very comfortable.
I feel so embarrassed with the rest of the runners now. And I'm looking at you, Jen.
Yeah, that was it was a nice, confident stride.
Yeah. First of all, he's wearing an Asbury Jukes shirt, which is very, very interesting. But Gail said this after we did GPS Seattle. So we leave and she goes, that's the first scene that we've ever done that doesn't have any traces to black music at all.
Yeah.
And it's true. There's no like every other scene, if it isn't black people playing, we're like, oh, they grew up loving the blues or jazz or soul, R&B. No connection. in Seattle. It's the whitest music we've ever had.
It's like a weird combination of all rock music at that point, which was like taken from that. So I guess it's 2 generations removed from that of white people taking it.
So they were drawing from punk or from metal
and stadium rock. There's a real, stadium rock sound to that.
But it is quite white. It is a very white sound.
It's incredibly white.
It's what I call Trump music.
Hashtag GPS so white.
I could actually only think of one musician that isn't white. The guitarist from Soundgarden. He's Indian.
So we got him.
Yeah.
Let's put him front and center.
Good.
Yeah.
Make him stand in the front so everyone can see it.
His name is Aziz Ansari.
Really?
Good guitar player. Very funny. Very knowledgeable about things with immigration, too.
He must have been pretty young.
I don't think so. I think he's older than you think now.
Really?
Indian don't crack. That's what I say.
Is that the phrase?
It rhymes, so it's the phrase. Joe in Miami wrote a song he wants us to hear. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, how's it going? I got a song for Drippy Dick.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay. It's super gonorrhea, Chris, drippy dickadocious. Yes, I know the sound of it is something quite atrocious. The scientific name for it is Neisseria gonococcus. Super gonorrhea, Chris, drippy dickadocious. Dumb radio guy never on time. Dumb radio guy never on time. Chris logs onto his Tinder site and finds himself a date. Together they both down some beers and say it's getting late. Chris pops his dick into a hole without a protective wrap, and suddenly his pee is green and he starts to yellow crap. Super gonorrhea, Chris, drippy dickadocious. Yes, I know the sound of it is something quite atrocious. Blah, blah, blah. So there you go.
It's a fantastic song, my friend.
Beautiful.
And it's Chris's theme song.
I love it.
Yeah. And Chris is going to put all the lyrics on a T-shirt and sell it on Periscope.
And then wear it on every day. Just so like that's your way of saying, I don't wrap it up every time.
This is what you have coming to you.
I just saw this, the administration, Spicer just announced that we've shot just a bunch of torpedoes into the Atlantic Ocean, so just be careful if you're on a boat anywhere. Oh my God. And they asked him why he did it, and he goes, fun. Which I now get.
Okay, I can't even think about this Super Bowl now. Let's just not watch it.
Just this news just in: a cruise ship sank off the coast of Bermuda.
It's even worse.
Oh God, all those tourists. Was it shipwrecked? Was it?
Chrissy Dick, really quite atrocious.
Drippy, drippy, drippy. That's all I remember.
Thankfully,
you better watch fucking Shipwreck, because that's your fucking boss that runs that, right?
Yeah, Ralph Sutton.
Yeah. He calls him the big boss man. Ralph said that you went and stole toilet paper out of his bathroom.
That's so terrible.
I don't steal from him.
I mean, that is just the lowest of the low. And it's also, that's a game of a child. You know what I mean? Like, that's a youngster's game that you don't have enough money to buy toilet paper.
I take toilet paper from here, not this house.
Okay. Keep doing that then.
They're not keeping track of all these rolls of toilet paper.
Dumb producer, never on time. Dumb producer, never on time. You really got into it.
It's a good song. And it's fucking really does kind of shows who Chris is. What he's all about.
Like, I've never heard somebody just summed up in song.
Yeah. Chris, have a Mrs. Fields for yourself.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
Make me feel better.
I was eyeing him, you know?
Mrs. Fields, kind
of? Yeah, sure.
Sure. Enjoy yourself.
Let's do it.
Enjoy.
Birthday cookie for you too, Jen.
Jen.
Thank you.
How old are you going to be, Jen?
25.
In the year 25.
Such a fun age.
Yeah. Fun age. I remember when I was 25, I got arrested for manslaughter. It was just...
That is so fun.
Kids being kids, yeah. And the fact is, I'm like, how could it be manslaughter if she's a woman? So you're the fuck up, not me.
That's so fun.
Do you and Vito want a Mrs. Fields?
Vito, you want one?
Yeah.
You want a Mrs. Fields?
I do.
You
do? I love
Mrs.
Fields.
Run in, Vito. Run as fast as you can. Anything that's left over, Chris is just going to house himself. So
yeah.
Enjoy. We got anything else we got to get into today, Chris? I know we got some guests stopping by.
You have a couple guests stopping by just very shortly.
I'm not asking about that. I was asking, Gail, is there anything you want to talk about?
Well, up on the iBang, there is this video, and I don't know why, but it is like so compelling and addictive to watch. This Swedish filmmaker made this thing, and it's like people standing on the edge of a high dive.
It's 30 meters high. And I ended up watching the entire thing. And it's just about people trying to get themselves up to jumping. Now, what's the highest you've ever jumped off of anything?
You know, when I was a kid, I know that I went off the high dive, but I don't think it was like an Olympics. I think it was just
the platform dive from any Olympics.
Yeah, so this is the actual Olympic dive. Now, I don't know how high the one I went off of, but because I was a little kid, but to me, it was like falling forever. You know what I mean? Like, that jump was just insane to me.
I jumped off a dam one time when I was, I think, the summer after 9th grade. And not only did it feel like I was falling for a long time, but the only thing that got to me is once we went into the water, I'm like, I kept going down. And I'm like, I don't know if I got enough air in here to swim all the way up.
I did not think about underneath it.
I was like swimming as fast as I could to get back up.
That is,
and I just like that thing of finally breaking through, and I'm like, and then like I hear the other goes, yeah, you fucking wild man, you know, like it was very fucking Lost Boys of how this thing was kind of a stupid thing to do, but you know, it's not dangerous. That's what kills me about this. It's not dangerous.
No, but it's just like you can see that they're just trying to get themselves to the mental place of going, I'm going to be okay.
You just got to go up and get off.
Yeah.
You can't sit and think about it.
Yeah, like your best bet would just to walk up to it and step off. Like the longer the people stood there, the less likely they were to jump.
Right. You just got to go up and go.
Like eventually some people started to just talk themselves off of it and just be like, forget it. But last summer I was in Lake George in New York, upstate New York, and so we had rented a boat. And this young kid who was super high was like the dude who was renting us a boat, and we're like, is there anything that we should check out on the lake? And he's like, yeah, there's like a really cool spot. Everyone hangs out there. There's like some pretty good like cliff jumping there. And we're like, okay, yeah, let's go over there and see what it's like, because we're thinking like light cliff jumping. We're thinking like you jump off and you're in the water. We go there. Now, I could be wrong that this is an exaggeration, and maybe somebody from upstate would know, but this jump was like 60 feet. It was insane. And immediately we were like, who would look at two adults?
Chris, see if there's any videos or pictures from Lake George cliff diving.
It is so terrifying watching these kids do it. And of course, immediately I start like looking it up, and every year there's death. Some kid, jumps off.
Right there.
No, that's not even the one. So I'm going to find it for you. But this is Lake George. That is it. But try to Google video. Go to video, Lake George cliff diving, because I know that people have like.
Why are you putting prints up?
That was from Who's Making Love.
Let's see. There's like somebody who made like a little short of like people jumping off of it. That's it. And it is this really narrow thing.
Right, you're surrounded by other cliffs.
So you're just jumping this little tiny spot. So there's layers. That's like the medium layer.
Yeah, but
then there's like there's like a higher layer.
But you got to hit a fairly small spot.
It's a really small spot, and because like it's rocky there's nowhere to like dock. So you have to swim.
Yeah.
And people have drowned just swimming to the cliffs.
Well, there's some people you can't account for their inability to. So you guys just sat there for a while and watched them jump?
Oh, yeah. And we were like, who would look at two adult people and be like, you know what you might be into?
You do look like guys that you're into that fucking scene.
Sure, listen to that dude.
Like, we're like vacationing in Lake George.
Why do the cops let them do it if it's so dangerous?
I have no idea. It's insane. I've never seen anything. So this kid's now jumping.
That's how I saw a guy die before off a tree. He went to jump off a tree into a reservoir and fell hit the fucking bank.
Oh, my God.
Broke his neck, went into the water. And I was on the other side of the reservoir and watched his stupid friends try to pull him out, and they couldn't do it. And then they were just screaming, we lost him, we lost him. And me and my friends were tripping at the time. And that's when me and my friends said to each other, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, we left the fucking death area rather than when we're like, hey, how can we help? I kind of look back on it now, but I do have to say this. This was fucking heavy acid I was doing. I mean, it wasn't this fucking bullshit microdot barrel head you fuckers are on. I'm saying we went in fucking thick, man. We went in fucking thick.
And how much could you have helped? I mean, you
felt
weren't
like
in a state.
I could have breathed life into him. I do kind of feel like I could have fixed his neck with my vision.
They're also like setting off fireworks and like getting drunk while doing this. This
well,
is like a terrible combination.
I don't know. It looks like a lot of fun.
I guess if you're just jumping off cliffs, you might as well.
See, no one ever figures out that a mistake can go down. Like, because even now when I'm watching it, it looks safe. But I see that there's rock around when people are diving. So it could be, you know.
Like some of the deaths are like somebody slipped on their way down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hit rocks. And,
that's what happens. Now, did you ever watch that cliff diving movie with Elvis Presley?
I've never seen it.
Well, this is the greatest thing in the world. So this is a real place down in Mexico, right? And you have to dive. It's on the ocean. You have to dive as the wave is coming in. Because if you dive and hit as the wave is coming out, there's not enough water there.
Oh, no.
And you will die.
No.
So you got to not only dive that high, you got to time it so you hit as the wave is coming in.
No.
Does Elvis do the jump?
I'll just say this. Everything works out for the king.
It ends in tragedy.
Now I might have made that. I might have gotten two things confused. I might be thinking of an Elvis movie and the thing in Hawaii. I'm not sure. All I know is this. I gotta dive off there, man. I gotta dive down. It's just Elvis in front of a fucking green screen. So I think that he shot the whole thing without ever even leaving his house. It was in the jungle room. They just put a sheet up and we're like putting the movie on. He's like, this is great, man. I just got a new song out now called Cliff Diver.
He's just jumping off his sofa.
Yeah, he's just jumping off in his sofa and the guys had laid some pillows down. Red, you're off next. I don't want to do it, Elvis. Then you're out, Red. You're out of the policy. I'm done with you. Give me your TCB jacket right now, because you ain't taking care of business. How many times did I tell you got to take care of business, not do business? We just got to do a GPS on Elvis.
I would love that.
Just say GPS Jungle Room, and it's just Elvis and nothing else.
A lot of great musicians came out of the Jungle Room.
Sonny, Red, some backup singers. Elvis loved having three black girls behind him at all time.
Yeah, that was his go-to move. That's classy.
It is. It's a classy move to make.
I've always wanted to be a backup singer. Isn't that weird? As opposed to, like, when I was a kid, like, watching those, I was like, I want to be one of those bros.
I would have thought, being in the Pips would have been a lot better than being Gladys Knight. Because you get to move around behind her. You just jump in. It's like if you're in a rock band and you're a sax player. Most of the time, you just you can't fuck up. You're just moving back and forth with your sax.
And then you get, like, a moment where you get to, like, really crush it. And then you're back to just having fun again.
Right. You're holding a note normally. You're just, that was Clarence. He just came out, hit a note, held it for a while. People went nuts. Yeah. And then, seriously, people like Clarence Clemens as much as they like Bruce. They were like, I would say that they popped more for the big man.
Really?
Yeah. Here's Matt. What's up, Matt?
Hey, good afternoon, Bennington.
Yeah.
Gail, it's a quick question. Those stories, you get anxious over, like, people missing for an hour or two. Aren't those stories get you anxious? They were freaking me out. The rock diving stories and people hitting their neck.
Oh, yeah, completely. And that is like one of those things where I'm having a physical reaction. Like, I actually crumpled as though I myself have lost control of my own body and just completely gotten out.
This isn't just a belief system. I believe that you could dive. 100 feet, head first, like this, into a rock, and still be okay.
No, you can't.
And I plan on proving that.
No, please don't.
In Austin, Texas.
No! Don't tell them that. I don't want them to expect that.
I call it rock diving. I think you'll be fine with it. Bo in Tennessee.
Hello, Mr. Bennington.
Hey, buddy.
Gail, Vito, Chris, everybody. Hey, pull up some lake diving in Lake Berryessa in Northern California, around Napa Valley and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty insane. We used to jump off the bridge, and sometimes off the cliff, you'd have to take a running start.
Oh.
And you were betting your balls on making that jump. You know?
You've done it, though, huh?
Oh yes. Oh, yes. And there was also fear of, waterlogged logs coming from Northern California.
Oh, yeah.
That are just underneath the water surface, you know. You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah.
But it was a hell of a time, man.
You enjoyed it, huh?
Yes.
It
and lived to survive.
It does.
Yeah.
Like, it does look like fun.
All right, imagine that same dive, but you're landing on a rock.
I know. Rock dog.
All right, thanks a lot.
Look how that guy kept his shoes on.
It's rocky.
See if I can get Johnny to have Hard Rock sponsor my rock dives.
Please,
I'd be willing to change the name to Hard Rock Dives.
I'm going to text him on the group text.
Okay, so now these kids are just jumping right off the bridge there. It's too high.
Did we put up all of his sushi pics?
Did you get the other ones? Chrissy?
Yes. I forwarded him over.
Here is Chris in Philly. Chris.
Hey, guys. Gail, I have a question for you. Have you ever been to the Grand Canyon?
I have been to the Grand Canyon.
Did it freak you out when you would see people hang over the side or have, 1 foot hanging over the side of, a ravine?
I almost found the Grand Canyon to be so hard to fathom that my regular, height thing did not kick in. For some reason, it looked so surreal and so strange that I just felt like I could walk right up to the edge and be like, man, this is crazy. But it took...
It's very true. What you're saying, I've experienced it. You don't have a fear of heights when you're at the Grand Canyon because you're too high for that to happen.
And for example, I went to the Hoover Dam and looking down, and for some reason the curve the curve of the dam gives more perspective. And I remember looking at the edge of that and being like, my whole, my knees went completely weak.
I wanted to slide down the Hoover Dam on my butt. But my dream is go to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
You can step out over top of it and look down. You dive into a giant rock head first. And my belief is you can live. Not only live, but live an extraordinary life. And I'm saying that because I took the Tony Robbins program.
Oh.
And basically it's like you can, if you believe it, you can do anything. And I believe I can dive head first into a rock. And by the way, no helmet on. I'm not part of this millennial bubble rock wrap the world. I want hard rock everywhere around me.
I know that you normally don't like the pussification, but helmets, I think, is something you should be pussified for.
Would you be willing to do this, Gail? You dive, right?
Okay.
Into a tight pipe.
I can't.
Forcing yourself deep into a tight pipe.
I can't. Yeah. I won't be able to pull this off.
And then later I'll have welders get you out of that.
And then I just pop out?
Yes. Ta-da!
I've been in that pipe, guys. Did you see me do it?
After you hit your head, you just lean over and go like this. Ta-da! Our guests are here, Chris?
Yes.
Did they just get here or did we make them sit?
They've been here for a couple minutes.
Why?
Because I didn't, that's my fault.
Well, you got your other guy on it today though, right?
Yes.
Did he take care of it?
I believe he went out to talk to them and then everything's cool.
You don't talk out to them and make it cool. You bring them in and they do the show.
So Doug Smith and Matt Wayne are here?
He's just trying to get around it. We'll break. Be right back, Bennington.
Yeah, now at UCD Chelsea, first Saturday of every month at midnight.
Next show is this Saturday.
Yep.
Was this a big fallout with Creek in the Cave? Because this was a Creek in the Cave.
It was not a big fallout.
No.
You did
huge streaming match.
No, we've been doing the show there for 5 years.
5 years.
And I think that may be the longest running show there. As far as
I'm willing to bet.
I think it is. And the Creek is great. I actually,
Rebecca said to me once, she goes, this shows what's kept me up and going. And she goes, it will never leave. She goes, this show will never leave. She told me that about 6 months ago. And I go, you sure? Because, UCB is coming on strong. They've got that place in Chelsea now.
A new place in Chelsea.
A new one.
This is a ridiculous show that you guys put together. By the way, I think before everyone else started to do these wacky theme nights, am I right when I say that?
Right.
Is anybody else doing this?
Not as far as we know.
Not as far as we know.
We've got a bit of a bone to pick. I'm going to start some beef on the radio right now.
We've got a bit of bone to pick going.
Yeah.
There's another show that they started doing at the Creek as well that was the New York incarnation of a Chicago show called Late Late Breakfast. And it's basically a complete ripoff of our show where they have comics do, ridiculous shit
Simply
during their set.
Yeah.
And we did some research. They have not been doing their show as long as we have. So I don't know if it's parallel thinking. I don't know if they came
to the
Creek and...
Yeah, you can't copyright a theme. I tried to
can't copyright a theme, but these guys are making a push. They're shooting a pilot. They're
it's already shot. It's in the cans.
Guns.
Yeah, it's great. I've seen it. It's unbelievable. But I tried to...
You're one of their sponsors.
I tried to get a copyright on Christmas because nobody had done it before.
Right.
And I tried to... Anytime anyone mentioned Christmas, I wanted to get paid for it.
Sure.
Like with the Super Bowl, you can't do an ad and say Super Bowl. You have to call it the big game. We just did that. We just did a thing, and we had to say big game.
Yeah, we just did a live read. You call it big game. It's the big game.
Now, we can sit here and mention the word Super Bowl, but if we say, hey, join us for our big Super Bowl party, no, can't do it.
What happens?
What's the recourse? Who comes after you?
NFL. The NFL
Goodell?
itself,
Arthur Blank slowly strangles you with his crooked hands.
Well, first of all, welcome, Arthur. It's been a long time. You've really been working on that. It's good for you.
I was just showing Doug the dancing video. He didn't see him dance.
You never saw him dance.
No,
He's so spry.
Yeah. And I was like, how nice Arthur's out there with his daughter. No, that's his wife.
I knew it.
I told you.
Is she with him?
Lord,
yeah.
Yes.
She's here?
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to see her because I think that she's really attractive. Vito, you're always trying to type stuff. Arthur Blank and wife. He's off lately. Have you noticed that? He's very nervous.
Maybe it was the old switcheroo. I don't know what it was.
The switcheroo that got to you, that's made you lock up?
Yeah, I didn't know what just happened in that.
I really wasn't trying to induce. Well, I mean, it was fun to watch, but I thought you guys knew he was here.
That's why I thought the football was out.
See, here's what's happened. We made a couple movements around. Our lovely Jen is over here.
Hey, Jen.
By the way, either one of you guys single?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, rip that ring off. Rip it right off.
Yeah.
Good audio gag for good visual gag for radio.
You know who did that bit first? Those guys in Chicago.
They did it so good.
I love those dudes. I love those.
Somehow you could tell on the radio exactly what.
Did you find the picture of her? Is all we're asking. God, Vito, it's tough for you, huh, buddy?
Yeah, but he did do his football.
I want to know
moves
the
earlier.
age difference.
That.
God damn, I thought it was his daughter too.
Oh, this is taking a long time.
She's no dummy.
Vito. Well, maybe because she's so tiny.
Yeah, she's petite.
But she's definitely a second wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she reads as very young.
That's Vito's. He doesn't.
He loves to wear red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
it's the Falcons' color, sure.
Yeah. But don't you feel like when they had him dancing around, it was like the black guys on the team were like, let's make the old Jew, pop.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought that there was something kind of sweet about it. I was like, they have fun with each other.
He didn't do the Dirty Bird, though.
They won't do the Dirty Bird anymore.
He was kind of skanking in a way.
Yeah.
He was kind of skanking.
He was kind of skanking.
You
but
guys
I love
are both fans of that, right?
Yes,
Big
we
time.
were just talking about both being ska fans.
Yeah.
What was the peak ska years for you guys?
97.
97.
Didn't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
Big Fish came out with the Sellout. And I was in high school, and I said, "This is it."
This is everything I've ever wanted.
I can die.
This is really funny because yesterday someone had tweeted me, and I wish I could remember his name or find it, but it was he was a very angry tweet that he sent to me, and I had no idea that I had made this statement multiple times. He's just like, "Hey, one thing you're consistently wrong about is when you say Real Big Fish was bigger than Mighty Mighty Boss Tones." And I was like, "Do I consistently say that? How many times have I made?"
You do. He's right. You're very wrong.
Yeah.
Boss Tones were in Clueless.
Sure.
Real Big Fish were in Basketball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Clueless,
like
much
a
bigger
tie.
movie.
Clueless, much bigger movie.
Clueless is more iconic, but Basketball's pretty fun.
But he was infuriated. But it just made me laugh because I was like, I mean, maybe I've said that statement, but like how many times that you would have to say I'm consistently wrong.
I will say this. You've never made that statement one way or the other.
I don't think I have.
Because there can't be a debate about that.
But I want to truly apologize if I've offended him.
I'll just say this. I've never been attracted to trombone music. So.
Oh my God. That was the sell for me.
Right. Trombones?
I loved that there were trombones in it. And when I was in middle school, which is when I was listening to ska, I was like, I want to learn trombone because I want to be in a ska band. And my music teacher told me that I would never be a trombone player, that I was terrible. She says, you're too small and you do not have the lung capacity for this. Well, and you should just give it up now. And it was really
the Boss Tones are proof that you don't even need to play an instrument to be a Boss Tone.
Just that dude.
Yeah. Like if I could have just been the skanking guy, that would have been the best.
Most popular guy in the entire band, too.
Yeah.
He was an intern.
He got paid the most. I actually went to a Boss Tone show when I was 16. And crept on stage and did a stage dive and landed on top of a girl who was not anticipating a stage dive.
Well, you gotta be heads up that close.
Yeah.
Rolled off her.
Yeah, you also need to give everybody a thing like I'm stage.
Like you have to give a little bit of a here I come.
You couldn't have weighed much back then even though. Look at you now, little guy.
I bounced right off.
The girl didn't know. The girl didn't know someone had flopped on her.
Broke a rib on a teenage girl's head.
So Saturday night, February 4th, midnight,
yes.
Down.
So our former time slot at the Creek was 8 o'clock, and we thought midnight might be a toughie, but UCB people just go to that place.
It's a tourist attraction.
So it is.
They line up.
Yeah. It is, and because it's alt. You know what I mean? It's alt.
It is alt-right.
And this is the alt-right.
We're an alt-right show.
We're sponsored by Breitbart.
Good. This is the time of the fountainhead. It's time for the great white man. I think we're all feeling it right now.
Yeah, man. We're coming back in a big way.
Finally, we're coming back. I didn't think we'd ever do it again. I mean, we had an 8-year run where we just sucked.
I mean, equality is dead. It's dead.
But now,
patriarchy. It's coming back in a big way.
It is back in a big way. And the good thing is, right, Daddy takes care of everybody. Don't worry. You know what I mean? Daddy's driving. He's going to get the whole family there.
The old trickle down.
Yes, we're going to be trickling down. And these, I've been saying this, the Democrats are childish for their boycotts. I said that during my White House briefing earlier today. Jen, are you excited about white men coming back up?
Not really.
Is it a happy time for you?
It's not exactly the best time for a black woman.
It can't be a win-win for everyone, right?
Yes.
I was enjoying the slip away. I thought we would be in the minority. That might be better for our careers.
To be the minority guy?
Yeah.
Like, we've got a white guy coming up on stage.
I mean, it's not
two in the same night.
What? Yeah, if you're a white guy with a beard wearing a plaid shirt, people are like, I've seen this guy before.
Yeah.
Well, I was all ready to just go gay, Indian, handicapped, anything I could possibly have in my pocket to give me a leg up. But now it looks like I can just be me.
Yeah, you can't be handicapped and get a leg up. You've got to, like, the alt-right thing is funny. There's a lot of funny stuff. Number one, you can make fun of people with disabilities, mental disabilities. Okay. That kind of comedy makes me laugh. Other people's pornness is always funny to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't forget about the menstrual cycle altogether.
That's hilarious.
What's going on there?
Yeah. I'm writing a bit right now. Maybe I'll even let you try it out Saturday. I just call it slant eyes, is what I've got so far. I mean, that's already had me laughing before I can move on to the next part of it. But what?
Like, where does it go from there?
I tell the audience to picture it. And
Is that just the letter I in italic?
I actually wrote this. Her eyes are tilted, like a pinball machine. And then I actually have this. Wait for major laugh. I wrote that in to my writing. Wait for major laugh.
At least a minute.
Yeah.
Because, if they don't laugh at first, it might grow on them.
Yeah, it's a rolling. I call that a rolling laugh.
Slow burner.
Yeah. Yeah, you coming to this show on Saturday night? Let's all go down.
Yeah, let's go. I would love to go. This sounds like a lot of fun.
No, this isn't the UCB under the supermarket. This is
it is.
Oh, this is the one under the supermarket.
Which brings up an interesting point because one thing, like I said, there not as far as I know, no big falling out with the Creek. We're, very gracious in our severing ties with the Creek, and Rebecca seemed very understanding. We did the show there for 5 years. I like to think that there was, some appreciation of us doing that, and we appreciate the ability to do the show there. And she let us do shit that no other venue would ever let us do. Like we used to blow fireballs indoors in a comedy theater, and when we pitched the show to her, we were like, "There's no way she's gonna fucking go for this." And she did. She was like, "Yeah, I love pyrotechnics. Go for it."
Explain to the folks that haven't seen this show, the few people out there that haven't seen it, what exactly happens.
Well, it's a show that lives up to its name.
It sure does.
Because we like to sound cheesy. I know, we take funny people, they do their normal set, but they're within a hell that we've designed. They're engulfed in a hell that they draw at random.
And they have to incorporate that hell into their set. So, you're still doing your bits, but you gotta incorporate the hell too. So and
some of the things that happen are what?
Well, one of our favorites is whiskey drinking bear hell. We put the comic in a bear suit, and then they have to drink 4 shots of whiskey during their set. They can front load them, do them all up top. They can space them out.
Yoga hell. We lay down a yoga mat for them. We put the poses behind them, so they're doing their jokes while they're getting a good workout.
Freestyle rap hell. We drop a beat. They just gotta get their 8 Mile on and start running out.
Portrait hell. We have them draw someone from the crowd. While they
Sweet.
And then present it to them at the end. Like, here's how ugly you are.
And we always do some sort of eating hell, too. I'd say probably our top eating hell is Edward Easy Cheese hands, where we tape 2 cans of Easy Cheese to their hands, and they have to consume both hands.
Yeah, that's actually
I don't know how much Easy Cheese I could have.
Yeah, and you're like, can I pick portrait hell then? I'll just do portrait
You can't pick your hell, right?
No, you can't.
No.
Hey, Chris. Did you run into Arthur Blank?
I did not.
He already left the building?
Yeah, he did.
I'm dying to see his wife. You're sweating and all fucked up?
I was running around.
I'm sure they're not moving too fast. Sure
he was
catch up with them if
he
really
wasn't
wanted
dancing
to.
as quickly as we've seen.
It wasn't that video where they had the oxygen tank just out of frame.
Did you feel like Vito let you down by not letting you know what was going on in the building?
I feel pretty let down.
I didn't even know he was here today.
Vito, you're the guy. You're the young guy. You got to know these halls.
I know. I have a really I say I have this social game, and I'm really talking to everybody. And
No. You have zero social game.
Social game's failing right now.
Yeah, you're not even friends with one VP.
I'm not.
Name one.
Oh, I thought you were telling me I wasn't one specifically. I think me and Don are pretty cool.
No. And Don isn't the guy that you play the social game with you because he's your guy.
I was hoping you were going to say Mike Pence. Yeah, me and Pence are boys. We electrocute gay people together. We're doing it for years.
I don't have a problem with Mike Pence, some of these things he's coming up about.
You don't have a problem with
No. I want women to have less choices.
Great.
And I want gays to have no choices. Is that a bad thing?
I mean, not for you. No, it's
the choices will be made for you.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that's how choice works, but...
Your body, Pence's choice.
Right. Look, Indiana's
Sometimes I feel like life presents you with too many choices. So
I
was
agree.
a woman,
They're trying to make it easy for you.
You go to a diner and there's like 7 pages on that menu.
Give me a special. That's what I say. Tell me what today's special is.
Page 1 should say, here's what Pence always gets. Just order what the vice president eats.
You're right. As a woman, I don't want to feel like I'm in the cereal aisle.
No,
just with like
no.
1,000 options.
Pence always says this, have American food.
Yeah.
Like Jesus would. Like American Jesus would do. How many choices do you want in this world? None.
You don't want any choices?
I wish that this place would be changed to uniform like it was Catholic school. When you go to a Catholic school, you don't have to get up in the morning and think about what am I going to wear. You know what you're wearing, your uniform.
What if every job had that? Like
I would be happy with
board?
it. I wish the citizens would have it.
Like, what do you think Sirius XM uniform would look like?
Do you ever notice if there's a sci-fi movie from the future, they're all wearing the same thing? They're not wearing different clothes because they've figured out, no, you don't want to sit around thinking about clothes.
It's a waste.
Yeah.
What do you think our uniform would be like if we had one?
What do you want me to say? Satellites? What do you want me to say? You went back to it twice. I don't know. What would it be? Black pants and a white shirt?
I don't know.
No one knows because it's not going to happen.
I prefer a jumpsuit.
In what way? Like a jailhouse jumpsuit?
Jailhouse or janitor jumpsuit, yeah.
Yeah, like something a mechanic would wear.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
There's a good look.
What do you think, Gail? Jumpsuit?
Yeah, jumpsuit.
We should all look like astronauts. Yeah. Off-duty astronauts, where you're just like, hey, what's up? Just getting some tang.
Big, cumbersome helmets. Hey, I see a big tin of Mrs. Fields.
Help yourself. They just came in. They just came in.
That reminds me, one of the brand new hells we're doing this Saturday, Valentine's Day themed hell, we're going to make someone eat an entire box of chocolates. We're going to get a Whitman sampler. They got to down the entire box of chocolates.
What is it?
I'm good with those, but little heart cookies.
They just, all you had to say was on the air.
Yeah.
I'm eating these and they're delicious. They're a new sponsor.
I maybe Doug doesn't want
have
one.
to eat them, Doug. This is radio.
I'm going to eat one.
This is, you see this opening? The
wrappers are loud.
Doug, that's enough.
I just ate one,
2. Holy hell. I'll tell you.
That's great. Good stuff. Thanks, Mrs. Fields.
All right, we got a break here. We'll be right back. Bennington.
It's like 140-character live journal. It's hashtag Bennington. Tweet it.
Welcome back to Bennington. Doug Smith and Matt Wayne are in studio. Doug and Matt host See You in Hell monthly at UCB Chelsea in New York City. The next show is Saturday, February 4th at midnight. Go to UCBtheater.com for tickets. And on Twitter, it's at See You in Hell UCB.
Chris, was there any way you'd ever go and do this show?
See You in Hell?
Yes, See You in Hell.
I would like the bear suit booze option, and it would be up front.
The point is not you like it.
That is the one that comics prefer. Yeah. Free drinks.
Chris is a big drinker.
Yeah, I've had a couple.
I see you sweating through a bear suit, though. Like
I kind of like the sweat, though.
The fun thing about the bear suit, too, is in 5 years, we've never had it washed once. No one's ever thrown up on it. There has been some maybe slight spit up regurgitation. I wouldn't call it full vomit.
Bear drool.
Bear drool, yeah.
So it's the same bear suit all these years?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's odd. That thing's going to end up in the Hard Rock one day up on the wall. Let the kids come by and look at it, sure.
Have you ever had a comic refuse to do a hell?
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of sober comics, so we've never made anyone cave. Last year we had somebody quit his sober January.
Yeah.
But we've never ruined someone's life entirely. Never.
Yeah, that is kind of sad if you made somebody go off their sobriety. Chris, you were sober for how long before you?
11 months.
11 months. And you know what? Yeah, but it's back to where he was before.
Bad for you.
Yeah. And it's all from a date. He was nervous before a date. So what did you drink?
Half a fifth of Jameson.
Okay.
Oh,
that'll do it.
For the first time in 11 months.
For the first time in 11 months, yeah.
So you were
and it was the first time I was dating in a year.
So you were just shit clocked by the time the date started.
I was.
Now we're up to shit clock.
Oh my god! It's
you
getting
had
weird.
shit house earlier.
We're moving farther from shit face, shit house, now shit clocked.
Shit clocked. Were you pie-eyed?
If this was pyramid, things to do with shit, drunken ways
shit
to be.
Bucket, shit eggs. I don't know. That didn't make sense.
Shit eggs.
I wouldn't say I was shit housed. I had a good buzz going though. I was a little fucked up.
So your tolerance remained after 11 months.
How is that even possible?
I think I was. I might have actually come off as fucking shit housed.
Was there a second date?
No, there was a second date.
This guy who passed out in his soup.
Let me ask you this.
Big things.
Would you want a second date with a rapist? I don't think anybody would.
Not a rapist. It was consensual sex that night.
Oh, so you got laid?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Hey.
Yeah.
Or else she wasn't leaving.
That's the deal.
That's the only way she could get out of there with her life.
Sometimes ladies have to make deals just to get out
Sometimes
the
you got to
door.
make a choice,
Yeah.
right?
If we got a call from the police that said your producer was arrested for rape, none of us would be shocked. We'd be like, oh, shit. But we wouldn't go, I can't
You'd be
imagine
like, what
this
took you
happened.
guys so long?
Because I've seen him drunk, and I've seen him sexually assault people.
All kinds of people.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm a full-on rapist. Maybe I get a little handsy at times.
Yeah, but it's a slippery.
That's sexual assault,
If you send him a thank you note afterwards, it's not rape.
No, that truly is sexual assault.
Just some heavy petting.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I don't want to do. Like, I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable, right? But you know, I get too much booze in me. It gets
Yes,
ugly.
try to say that in front of a jury. You're still going down for the same thing.
You guys have been there, right?
You are responsible for what you do when you're drunk. That is not an excuse.
That's rough for me.
And you we've seen you at an office party commit sexual assault.
On the punch bowl. You cannot
I would
do those things in a
apologize to
punch
everyone
bowl.
I sexually assaulted.
That doesn't get out. That does not get you out. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm willing to apologize.
It's also so late for that apology.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it was a work party.
Yeah. You think Sandusky could just say I fucking drank 2 six-packs? No.
And I feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Those were kids, though, with Sandusky.
You need a Joe Pa is what you need.
I guess I'm his Joe Pa. I really am.
You're a whistleblower, though.
I am, but then I ignore it. I don't have the conviction to stay with it. I just let it go.
And I thank you for that.
What?
For not putting me away, or I mean, like in legal trouble.
It was an uncomfortable moment when he did that.
We just got to let him sit in it. Just don't save him.
Yeah.
Don't throw him a life raft right now.
Let it
There's nothing funny about this.
Yeah, just let it go.
I feel terrible. All right, I do fucking bad things, and then I guess it hurts people.
We're gonna get some kind of confession out of nowhere now.
Yeah, it's happening.
This is how they break people.
Yeah, they do. They just let him sit with it until they try to end it for the detective.
You're right. I did kill him.
But not with my knife, ladies and gentlemen. That was not my knife. Well, we'll let you go on the knife charge. Everything else you're busted for.
That's always my favorite on cops when they bust a guy for drugs. He's like, "They're not my drugs, but they're in your pants. They're not my pants."
If I was running from the cops down south, I'd get under the kiddie pool. The cops never seem to look there.
Brilliant.
Or in someone's small boat. Under the boat cover.
Under any small boat.
Yeah. Under the boat cover is like a really good spot.
Turn the canoe over upside you, and you've just created a safe place for yourself.
You don't even have to do that. If you just cover your eyes, if you can't see them, they can't see you. You know.
It looks like it's
peekaboo style.
Easy to be a cop if your job is to arrest meth heads, because they're never dressed to run away. There's never any shoes,
no
shirt, and they're all thin.
Yeah.
They're very thin people.
You can spot them very
You can tackle them easily.
Yeah.
There's not much to them.
Chris, when's the last time you were arrested for anything big?
The last time, the last time I was arrested was like 4 years ago, probably, when I was smoking a joint outside a bar, and the DTs rolled up, and they busted me, and they brought me in because they had a old drinking summons they never paid off from like 6 years prior. So they're like, "Look, dude, you didn't pay this. You're getting locked up." And the people I got busted with, they just let them go because it was just weed and they didn't have fucking priors or anything or bench warrants.
Right.
So I had to fucking spend the night in drunk tank in Williamsburg.
Man, so weed is a gateway drug, a gateway arrest.
How much raping did you do in the drunk tank?
Zero raping, Doug. There was no raping happening.
He had an old rape charge against him that he got the road state trial for.
You never paid your fine on this rape charge?
That would be like a rapist paradise, the drunk tank.
Absolutely.
The drunk tank was odd because no one there believed I was actually from Long Island City because everyone there was from like Bushwick and like Greenpoint and Williamsburg. Like, what? Why would you come to Brooklyn if you live in Queens? You're fucking lying right now.
This is the intellectual arguments that take place in the drunk tank.
Hey man, where are you from?
Dude, you're not even in your fucking borough.
It's a couple subway stops away. What were they so confused?
People travel.
People hang out in Brooklyn.
It blew their mind when I
See,
said
I don't think
Long Island
street drunks tend to travel often.
What?
They're drinking rubbing alcohol as it is.
And then the only other white dude in there was said he had spider bites all over his legs, but he was just like had the DTs the entire time, so no one got any sleep.
He kept yelling about it?
Yeah, he kept yelling about his fucking spider bites.
Where did they have you to sleep? Just on the concrete floor?
Yeah, just on the floor, yeah.
I can't stand that.
I got a nice corner for myself.
Sleep well?
I passed out for a couple hours.
It was nicer than his house.
It was warmer.
In Astoria. And you're not in Long Island City. You're in Astoria. Stop trying to fucking up your game.
That's what I was saying to those dudes.
All right.
But yeah, I'm Astoria. Doug Smith and Matt Wayne are in the studio. Doug and Matt host See You in Hell monthly at the UCB Chelsea in New York City. Their next show is Saturday, February 4th at midnight. Go to ucbtheater.com for tickets and additional information. And on Twitter, it's at See You in Hell UCB.
I like that he goes, tells the story about being in the drunk tank to very professionally reading this plug.
He has
nailed it.
Yeah, he has slurry.
Remind you guys why I'm here.
Yeah, he has slurry drunk guy that he talks to us with, and then professional speaker. There's the two different parts of his personality. Who's the most famous person that's ever done your show, guys? Who's the most famous?
Most famous who's ever done our show.
Oof. Baby.
Whose career is in the best position that's ever done your show?
Well, I guess Normand
or Joe List.
Yeah.
Joe List is, they're both big openers now.
Yeah. All right.
Is that the biggest? That might, yeah.
Gotta get that free meal. He's a lot of fun.
You should just call Amy with that. If she needs somebody for half the price, I can do that whole thing.
I can do List as well. He's you guys hate me? You mad at me? Why are you mad at me? What's going on?
That's so great.
You could just do a show of the two of them, their podcast
that's
together.
one part of our show.
Tuesday was the stories.
We like to make people do impressions because I'm a big fan of impressions, and I think there's no such thing as a bad one. Because if someone sucks at it, it's even fun to watch them struggle.
Matt's a master impressionist, and I can barely pull off a walk-in. So Matt,
you got a great walk-in.
Driving, and I'm just.
Let's hear your walk-in.
Let's do it.
Well, anyone can do it. It's not difficult. You just gotta put some strange pauses in there once in a while.
It's the best walk-in I've ever heard.
Nobody's better.
It's better than Pollock. It's better than Jay Moore.
Gail, what's your best impression?
See, a lot of my impressions are pretty obscure, but I think my Fabian from Pulp Fiction is my best impression. I think it's the most. So this is the
great.
girl. This is the girl who's with Butch.
Blueberry pancakes.
Yes,
the potbelly. Yeah.
It's a big stock of blueberry pancakes, and for dessert, a slice of blueberry pie.
That's great.
But I think that's my most solid.
I think your Lost Boys is my favorite that you ever do. Star from the movie. You guys saw the movie Lost Boys?
Yeah, it's one of those movies I lie that I've seen.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
no sense in doing
There's no point, but it's great. It's pretty, and
It's
again,
dead on.
just as inappropriately obscure, nobody would care. It's not like
Right.
I could do Kardashians, but who can't do a Kardashian?
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's a pretty.
Can you do a Kardashian, Matt?
I mean, what are they? They're just vapid. I don't know. What are they?
Kim's crazy. She's so weird. Bible. She's so weird. Seriously.
They say Bible for.
That's
honestly,
their word.
That means honestly.
Yeah, they're I swear on the Bible, but they just say Bible.
I like that.
Yeah.
Bible.
I'm not even kidding.
Kardashian single-handedly keeping the Catholic Church afloat.
Yes. That's true. All right, we got to wrap this one up, Chris.
Yes, we do.
Do professional guy who plugs them.
Doug Smith and Matt Wayne are in studio. Doug and Matt host See You in Hell monthly at the UCB Chelsea in New York City. Their next show is Saturday, February 4th at midnight. Go to ucbtheater.com for tickets and additional information. And on Twitter, it's at See You in Hell UCB.
Thanks a lot for stepping in, boys.
Thanks for having us.
Glad you were here. Arthur Blank on Super Bowl week.
Big game.
Big game. See you guys all again in 1974.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evening is over. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening!